Mega Mike the Movie Man here. Welcome to my channel. Happy Friday the 13th. We got an awesome stream for you all tonight. We're going over our top 5 anticipated titles for 2023. Yes, the whole year. And I am joined today by an awesome panel of BlueTubers and collectors out there. So let's go ahead and not waste any time. Let's get everybody right in here. We got Movies with Ryan in the house. How we doing out there, Ryan?
I am doing great. I was not expecting to be first.
I know I had to catch you off guard just a little
Yes.
bit, but are you ready with this list? Was it pretty easy to come up with this?
Oh, this is, I think this year, so far, what they've shown that is coming all year, it was a pretty easy choice to do my top 5. Fairly easy.
Oh, that's good, because mine, I was like, I had to keep eliminating things, swapping things around. I mean, I would learn of a new movie, and I'm like, oh, time to make a swap. So, yeah, it was pretty difficult for me, but I'm glad your list was easy. All right, let's get in somebody who I was on their channel last night. Got to get Derek in here. How we doing, Derek?
Hi, good. Thanks for having me. Thanks for being on my channel last night. Yeah, I was looking at like IMDb's release calendar of stuff, and I was like, there's not that much coming out that I care about. so I did some deep diving, and I found a few interesting ones that I'm like, these sound cool. So I'm going to make a few of those my picks for sure, because most of the other ones are just like things everyone's excited for, and that just gets boring. But yeah, so I'm still looking forward to it. I got more excited once I found these few that I kind of forgot were coming out.
Yeah, because I know you usually go for the award movies, right, towards the end of the year. And I don't know if they've announced all of those yet.
But yeah, that's the thing. Half the time, the movies I'm excited for, I don't even know exist until like July. So,
all right, no stranger to the streams. We got Tim. How we doing, Tim?
I'm going good. I love streams.
Yeah, that's what I heard. You love these streams. It feels like it's been a quick minute since I've seen you, though. But that's just because I've been on so many streams.
It all blurs together. Yeah, it all blurs together.
So I feel like I definitely know one title showing up on your list, Tim. Pretty confident with that. But how easy was your other title picks?
Easy-ish. I'll go with that.
Easy.
But maybe I'll surprise you though. Maybe that one you're thinking of won't be on my list.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
I hope it's on
whatever.
someone's list, because it's like the one title we didn't talk about in the other stream. So hopefully it's on someone's list. But let's go with Fish. How we doing out there, Fish?
Hey guys, how's it going? Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. I know you're gonna see a lot of movies, I'm sure, because you work at the theater, right? So
I do. Yes,
I know all these movies.
It's crazy because I work there. When I'm away from there, I don't want to go back there. It's a double-edged sword. I'm like, I get free tickets, but I kind of don't want to go. But I want to go because I want to see this movie. So I mean, I go. Of course, I go. But yeah, I'm excited about this. Yeah, should be a fun time.
So was this a easy list for you?
Well, I like Derek. I didn't know a whole lot that were coming out, so I Googled some stuff, and there was like a list of 35 movies that are coming out. Probably stuff that's more well known, but there's a couple things that I've seen trailers for that I really, really do want to see. So yeah, I'm excited about this.
All right, and then let's get in our super mystery guest. Give a round of applause. I hear he likes to give you the lowdown on them 4Ks out there. David, how we doing?
Yeah.
Yay.
This must have been a complete mystery because I didn't even know I was the mystery guest. So I'm excited.
So how easy was it to make this list, David?
I kind of already had a list already set up, but it was, breaking down the top 5. That was the challenge for me. And I can't say I went very far outside the box with, I know what I want off the top of my head. And I went with the the 5 that came to my brain first. And I apologize to my brain for telling everyone that, because now you get to see what's going on in my head.
Hey, sometimes that's the way you have to go. You just go with your heart, and whatever pops into your mind, you gotta put it on the list.
Yep.
All right, so definitely want to remind everybody to mega smash that subscribe button if you're visiting the channel for the first time. Of course, smash those likes, and of course, bring in those comments as well. We want to make the night very interactive. Like I said, it's a party tonight. It's Friday the 13th. Gotta have a fun time tonight. I mean, Derek got the whole Friday the 13th poster just up there for tonight. Oh, and the shirt. Oh, let's look at this. We gotta see that again.
For Friday the 13th Part 5, the best Friday the 13th movie, in my opinion.
I don't know what to say.
It's the one I enjoy the most. Let's put it that way.
There you go.
All right,
Easy,
so
easy goodness.
let's check in with who's out there in the audience tonight. We got Alex in the house. Hi, all of the bodies. Yes, we do have bodies. We might show some of them. I don't know. It's gonna get wild tonight. Adrian, hey, Mike and Guess. Hello, Adrian. We got Craig. Hi, Mike and Guess. We got that spicy 4K action, so it's gonna be a spicy Friday night. Hey, everybody, happy Friday. Movie Hunter 2020. Evening, everyone. Smash that like button. Yeah, just smash it all night long. But Friday night deserves extra smashing, I always say.
Like a toy.
Michael is in the house. Hi, everyone. How is this different than the stream 3 days ago? Well, I'm going to tell you, because we got all this whole new amazing collection of BlueTubers and collectors. And now I actually saved my top 5 for this stream. Last one, I only did my 10 through 6. So got a whole new panel here, and we're all doing our top 5. So yes, that is how it is different. And I'm sure we're going to have different picks out there too, because there's so many movies coming out in 2023. I know not everything was mentioned. So that's what's going to make it an awesome, fun night. And it's also Friday the 13th, of course. All right, got Hisham in the house. Hello, hello. Namaste. Adrian saying, hey, everyone. Got movies with Ryan just everywhere. Different people. And Mike is going over his 5-1 pick. See, you said it better than I could. Absolutely. Got Hisham here. Do you guys have theory about Fantastic Four and Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania? No, I do not have a theory about that. Yeah. Darwin says, David. Spicy 4K action. Anyone got 65 on their list or even heard of it? Well, we're going to have to go through our list to find out. I still haven't heard of it until you mentioned it on the other stream, so I still need to see
the trailer looks wild.
It looks I just commented, like, it looks interesting. Better than
but it doesn't tell you a thing at all. So trailer 2 better be a lot more interesting.
We got Darwin. I'm hyped to hear Tim. Ooh, Tim, you got some.
Everybody is. He loves this.
They're ready for you.
Hopefully, my list doesn't disappoint.
We got Derek, 65.
I'm here too.
Interesting. Darwin, excited for the new Wes Anderson. Ooh, nice. All right, so let's get right into this. We're going to start working our way up from number 5. So 5th most anticipated movie. Movies with Ryan. What do we got for number 5?
This first movie, take my money. Barbie. I'm not joking either. We're going with Barbie. You got sexy and hot Margot Robbie. You got dumb and sexy Ryan Gosling playing dumb and sexy. You got, I think, Will Ferrell's in this, Michael Cera, Helen Mirren. And I think it was Huck. I said it. This movie is either going to be one of the funniest comedies we're going to see of the year, or it's going to be a total hot dumpster fire. And I cannot wait for it. It's just a crazy idea of a movie.
If it was a list of things I'm most interested and curious about, that'd be on it for sure. Because I do want to see it for sure.
Greta Gerwig, I don't think is capable of a dumpster fire. I think it's going to be at least solid. I'm really looking.
Noah Baumbach and Greta Gerwig. So you're like double non-dumpster fire. So I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be, they're going to lean heavily into making it a comedy. And I think they're really going to hopefully it's kind of like not a mockumentary, but more of a mocking type movie where it's just fun, it's entertaining, it looks colorful as hell so far. So I mean, the trailer already, they were mocking 2001: The Space Odyssey, so it's got to go somewhere good.
Yeah, if they keep that style, it'll be good for sure.
Yeah.
See,
Yes,
you guys are
Barbie.
hyping
I
up
am
that
happy
movie.
for
I hope
Barbie.
it's great for all of you. I like you guys are giving it such high expectations now. Now I'm like, ooh, now I'm getting excited for it.
It's the people behind, the people involved, though. Like, if that makes all the difference. I mean, Greta Gerwig and, like I said, Noah Baumbach. That's talent behind making it. So it's gonna be
if
good.
it was some new name director that's maybe only had one movie that was mediocre and one semi big star and then like a no name star, I would not be interested in this all. But you show me, Ryan Gosling in a cowboy outfit, and Margot Robbie in the hot pink jumpsuit, I'm in.
Yeah.
All right, Derek.
All right.
Number 5. What do you got?
Well, after I saw, I didn't even hear the trailer because I was at work, but I watched the trailer, and it made me just enough excited for it again to put it at number 5. And my superhero geek is going to show a little bit, and that'll be Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. I'm an MCU guy, regardless if the last handful of movies were underwhelming, to say, to put it nicely. But the next few coming out actually have me genuinely excited. And I can't wait to see Kang looking like Kang, which was cool. And MODOK, which, if you know what MODOK is, it's hilarious. And him just being in a movie is enough for me to want to go see the movie. And I love Paul Rudd. Who doesn't love Paul Rudd? But yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp. I like the Ant-Man movies. A lot of people are kind of brush them off as subpar Marvel movies, but I think they're more entertaining than half of them, I'd say, just because of their Paul Rudd charm. So I'm looking forward to it. And it's something I can bring my kid to, which is the cool part. So I have an excuse to get to the theater for once.
I don't have any Marvel on my list because I'm excited for Marvel, period. I'm the same way. I'm a Marvel fanboy. I'm going to be excited no matter what. But Spicy, or no, was it Spicy? Hisham had mentioned the Fantastic Four showing up in the Ant-Man. And I heard something the other day. I forget who it was talking about it, but apparently the Fox contracts on all those people don't run out until 2025.
Oh,
so,
really? Oh,
yeah.
I thought they already did. That's funny.
Well, that's what I heard. I haven't looked into it, but if that's true, then we're not going to get a full Fantastic Four probably until after 2025. So we might see maybe a new Reed Richards show up or somebody.
Sure,
but I don't think we'll get a full reveal until later down the road.
Which is too bad. It really should be 2024. Yeah, I wonder if they have the rights to the characters, but not the rights to the title or some bullshit like that. Because
I think it has something to do with the
Doctor Strange. Spoiler alert for a movie that came out a year ago almost. So obviously they can do it, but to what extent? It's the whole It's Friday the 13th. It's the whole Friday the 13th or / Jason thing that was going on with the New Line Cinema, Paramount thing. Similar thing that I'm guessing.
Yeah, they've had Fantastic Four announced though for a while, but is it still coming out in like Phase 4, Phase 5, or did they push it back even more than that?
I thought it's just coming out next year because it's 2024, and they should really try to make it come out in April because the posters write themselves. Come on. I don't know. Who knows? They keep moving that shit around.
All right, David, what do we got for number 5?
All right. So my number 5, probably a little bit off the beaten path, but I have a list of movies that I both anticipate and kind of dread because it's like, wow, I really want to see this, and please God, don't let it suck. So, I had to pick, the best out of the group, and there's one movie comes out March 31st, starring Chris Pine, Michelle Rodriguez. My number 5 is Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
Nice.
The trailer looked fun. It did look fun.
I saw the trailer. Yeah, it looks.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, they put money into it. And it seems like it's got a good cast. Hugh Grant's in it. So I like the trailer. It's got Chris Pine narrating and stuff, and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. So yeah, I'm down to watch it. I can't wait for it to come out.
And I even like the other one. So at least when I was 15.
I don't know.
Yeah, I never watched that old that first live action. Just I was like, no, I can't. It's gonna crap all over my childhood. I grew up with the cartoon, you know.
I never did, so whatever to be.
I don't know about you guys. Chris Pine almost never disappoints me either. Like, I almost like him in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if the movie is so-so, I always enjoy him usually.
Yeah.
And has anyone played the Dungeons and Dragons game at all? Have you guys played it out there, David? Yep.
No.
Does the movie look close to the game?
No, I mean, it doesn't look anything. The game's a board game, and it's all in your head. But
yeah, it's all imagination, essentially.
Figures and what they talk about with the spells and the thieves. What you do see, they do kind of reference the game more than what you've seen in the past. So you can't get much from a 2-minute trailer to see, okay, are they going to, come closer to the game than, let's say, Warcraft, for example. But it does look like they're at least talking, they're saying the right terms in the trailer.
They're using classes and abilities and stuff like that. And, one thing about, like you said, using your imagination. So if in the movie, if they encounter a problem, they're probably going to like do a voiceover workaround or something like that. And it'll make it feel more like Dungeons and Dragons. So it looks really good.
Yeah. I'm liking the CGI so far, at least in the trailer. It looks really neat.
All right. And Fish, what do we got for number 5?
Well, I try. It's crazy because trailers nowadays give away too much, in my opinion. So I try to avoid them for the most part. But I have seen a few, and I'm excited about this one because once again, it's my childhood. Transformers. It's the new Transformers movie. I'm excited. That's my number 5. Yes, I'm super excited. That trailer looks fantastic. The robots, the animals, great. Looks great. I'm super excited about it.
So
we need a Transformers win.
The original Transformers was, what was it, like 84, I think, somewhere like that. Is it 82, 84? The original 85. Okay.
Oh yeah,
so, yeah. So the original
84,
was
85. Yeah.
I was born in 87, so I saw the reruns of the original, but I grew up with Beast Wars. Sorry. But anyways, Beast Wars was the Transformers that was on currently when I was a kid. When the freaking Beast Wars came up in this trailer, I was like, holy crap, I'm actually sold on a new Transformers movie. And the past couple were not that good. I liked Bumblebee, but the past couple before Bumblebee, though, But I'm actually excited for this one.
I was so pissed off how they did the Dinobots dirty because I grew up with the original ones. And when they announced the Dinobots were going to be in like the last one, I was like, oh, finally, we're going to get stupid Grimlock and all them. And it was nothing. I was like, oh my God, you guys have just completely destroyed my childhood.
See, I haven't watched one since I had 3. I haven't watched one past 3.
Don't even bother.
I tried to
watch Bumblebee. Bumblebee, but then
I've heard good things about Bumblebee. I have not watched it. It was actually I've worked at the theater for a little over 4 years. So anything in the past 4 years, I've kind of seen bits and pieces of stuff. So I've seen bits and pieces of Bumblebee, but yeah, I haven't sat down and fully watched the whole thing yet.
Yeah,
it's the only one I don't own yet either.
The Wahlberg ones, though, like they're not good. They're really not.
No, they're not.
All right, Tim, what do you got for number 5?
All right, so as I was looking through, there's so many choices, but this one kind of spoke to me, and I don't even think it has a trailer yet, and my pronunciation could be horrible on this, but Last Voyage of the Demeter is how you pronounce it, possibly. It is directed by the guy who did Autopsy of Jane Doe, but it's actually a book about, in the 1897 Dracula novel, there's one chapter about this ship, and this movie is based on that chapter of the book, with vampires on a ship in the middle of the sea in the late 1800s. That's sounds cool as hell.
Yeah.
So,
it's the chapter where they're on their voyage to wherever they go in the Dracula film or whatever. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was going to say you had me at vampires, so yeah.
It sounds really cool. Autopsy of Jane Doe was one of my biggest surprises I've seen in the past several years. So
I dug that.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm sold.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah. So, based on a single chapter in the Captain's Log from Bram Stoker's classic 1897 novel, Dracula, the story is set aboard a Russian schooner, the Demeter, which was chartered to carry private cargo, 24 unmarked wooden crates from Carpathia to London. So, yeah, details strange events that befell the doomed crew as they attempted to survive the ocean voyage, stalked each night by a terrifying presence. That's interesting.
That's
good.
awesome. So that little scene in Bram Stoker's Dracula, Francis Ford Coppola's, you get to actually see a whole movie about that. That's cool. That's cool.
Nosferatu too. Yeah, they show that.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that one, Tim. I'm interested.
That's cool. Awesome.
Yeah,
yes, that is going on the list.
August 11th. It's set for.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I love doing these streams, because I'm like, oh, have I heard of every title coming out? But then Tim comes up, pulls out a title, and I'm like, that sounds awesome. Definitely got to add it to the list. So thank you, Tim, for going with that choice. And of course, I'm going to pick for my number 5 a movie no one's ever, just joking, everybody's heard of this one, Scream 6 for number 5. Scream 6, I'm so excited for. Scream 5, I thought was absolutely amazing, because I'm actually not a big Scream 4 fan. I was pretty disappointed with 4. I thought 5 was really good. I mean, Jenna Ortega is absolutely amazing. Everything she does is fantastic. X, great. Like, I mean, so good. Wednesday, perfect. So she can do no wrong. So because she's in Scream 6, it's going to be fantastic. And now you got Ghostface in New York. They're finally moving, to a bigger location. Before it's, very small town or a college campus. But now we're out to the big city, the Big Apple. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And you got it set on Halloween. So there's going to be a lot of cool costumes in there, I'm sure. So to me, Scream 6, I'm a big slasher movie fan. I think it's going to be fantastic. So that's why I'm going to put it at number 5.
I'm all for Ghostface Takes Manhattan. That should be
Right.
great.
I really hope the first hour of it is just him on a boat going to Manhattan.
Yeah, and bringing up Jason Takes Manhattan there. I think that movie's very underrated. I think that movie's fun. Once it gets to the city part of it, I think there's some good scenes in that movie.
Yeah.
Ghostface better chop somebody's head off, and it better go flying through the air. That's all I gotta say.
Following the camera too as it rolls down. Oh my gosh, that is the best scene in Jason Takes Manhattan.
That would be awesome.
Scene. Oh my goodness, please do that.
It was hilarious in the theater, by the way, you guys, when they did that, because everybody screamed out Tyson. Hilarious.
That's great.
All right, let's see where we're at with these comments here. We got Movie Hunter saying Best Buy just dropped another steelbook for the original Black Panther to release the same time as Wakanda Forever. Leave my wallet alone, Best Buy.
Damn you, Best Buy.
Hisham says, Shin Kamen Rider, Japanese superhero. More excited. See, I haven't heard of that one either. So thank you for bringing that one. We got Huck in the house. Yeah, let's go, gang. Yeah.
Sorry, I got your white man actually.
Huck. Everybody's saying, hey there, Huck. Hey, Huck. Huck, what's happening with tomorrow's streaming? We got Bearded Four Eyes Man. What's up, gentlemen? Oh, thank you, Bearded Four Eyes, for joining in. I think it's the first time I've seen you on my stream. So thanks for stopping by. Make sure you click that subscribe button, of course. Hope you're doing well this evening. Absolutely. Michael says, Fish trailers give away too much in every decade. Yeah, just trailers in general, I guess. That's why I try to avoid some trailers now.
You know what's funny? Because I watch a lot of older stuff. Do you ever watch like 30s, 40s, 50s trailers? They're the exact opposite, where they'll tell you almost nothing about the movie. They'll tell you the praise it got from critics, who's in the movie, what those actors have done before. They'll tell you nothing about the movie, like nothing.
Yeah, back when movies had to just play in theaters over and over and over and over and over just to get people to go see them over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is interesting. Or even in like the 80s, because they didn't have like good sound editing, like early in like the 70s and 60s and stuff, where like all this, it was completely done. You could tell the movie was finished, and then they cut a trailer, so the sound is all like chopped up really weird. It's just funny how they evolve over the decades.
I got Movie Hunter saying, hey, Adam. We got Darvin saying, really enjoyed the new Huxamization for Burn Notice.
That was a good one. And for trailers, by the way, I think 90s had the best trailers. That trailer voice.
The announcer guy, yes.
Yes. The 90s had killer trailers. Like that voice can just get you sucked in right away. They didn't give away too much. Most of the trailers were like a minute and a half at most. That was like prime trailers.
Yeah, we need the narrator guy back. So yeah, that's going.
Voiceover explosion. I'm running away. In a world.
Bearded Four Eyes Man said, "Hey, movie hunter." Michael says, "I only watched the Dino Bots cartoons out of many Transformers cartoons. It was cool." Huck saying, "Oh, Ryan, you definitely got stupid Grimlock."
Yeah, not in the stupid way I'd wanted it.
Everybody laughed about it. Yep. Thanks, Darvin. That was a fun one. Bearded Four Eyes Man. Hey, Huck, how you doing? Everybody's saying hello to Huck. Yep. Got Hisham saying, "I love Dungeons and Dragons 2000." There you go. Every movie got a fan. I enjoyed it as a kid. I remember it, but I never went back to it. So
yeah, I enjoyed it when it came out, but I haven't seen it since then either.
All right, we got Hey Spicy 4K Action, Adrian James, Movie Hunter, Michael, Bearded Four Eyes Man, and all you great people in the chat. Yeah, the chat is stacked tonight. Michael saying Autopsy of Jane Doe was very good. That's what I hear. I hear great things. Everybody loves that. I need to see it.
So it was a sleeper. I was shocked.
Yeah.
Spicy 4K Action saying, "I have to check that one out, Tim." See, Tim, you're getting us those good recommendations. We're gonna have to put it on the list. Michael saying, "Huck, did you remember my question?" What question? Where's the question? I don't know. All right, where do you work? What, Michael? You're trying to track down people now. This is definitely Friday the 13th. Absolutely. Michael says, "We'll go Ghostface reference. Jason Takes Manhattan." That'd be hilarious if there's just
they're smart. They will
tagline.
Yeah, I almost guarantee they probably will. Just
they're both Paramount now. Oh no, because that Jason's not Paramount anymore, but Scream is, isn't it? It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Huck says that would be funny. Let's see where we're at. Manuel says, "If you want vague, peep the Skinamarink." I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
I know of it, but I haven't watched the trailer yet.
All right, Huck says, "Don't worry, Derek. My wife was cool. Still on my best behavior tonight, though."
Make her dinner and everything.
Ben Buster says, "Yo, stopping by to say hi. I will have to catch this one on the replay." Well, thanks for stopping by, Ben Buster. And yeah, definitely enjoy the replay. Hisham says, "Optimus Prime or Optimus Primal?"
Optimus Prime. What the hell are you all talking about?
Prime.
Well, the ape version of him though speaks to my childhood though, and that was God. Beast Wars was a jam.
All right, Huck says the VO trailer guy was Don Fontaine. He passed away in 2008, but we definitely have some people taking his place, but he was the best. Yes, Michael says Jason Takes Manhattan was the last Jason movie to be from Paramount. Yeah. Isham says, "What's your favorite OST movie?" I don't know what that means. What's the OST of 2022? I don't know.
Oh, we're not talking about
OST was soundtrack.
Oh, there we go. Makes sense. But we're talking 2023 here. So everybody in the comments, keep your comments to 2023, please. Manuel says, "Oh, wow. I'm surprised no one has heard of it. It's getting a lot of buzz lately, both good and bad."
Yeah,
it's the best kind of buzz.
I feel like I've heard of Skinamarink, like vaguely.
Yeah, I know
of it. Teaser or something, but I haven't. I have no clue what it is.
All right,
for IMDb.
So we're on our fourth most anticipated movie. Ryan, what do we got for number 4?
For number 4, what do I have for number 4? Oh, so we're going to go with the Nick Cage just taking more good roles again and go with Renfield.
Oh yeah,
that looks great. Yeah, it looks so fun.
It's of course it's by Chris McKay. It's got Nicolas Cage. It's got Nicholas Hoult, which If nobody knows who that is, Beast, the dude from Warm Bodies and whatever else he's been. And it's got Aquafina in it. I love Aquafina. Where'd you all go? There you are. It just looks really good. I really like Holt. I think he's a good actor. He's got good comedic timing. He fits into just about everything. And Nicolas Cage in the trailer looked awesome. And he looks like he's not over caging it. So hopefully it's just a solid, good vampire comedy.
Yeah. I saw the poster. I didn't realize it was Nicholas Hoult until I watched the trailer. But I'm like, oh, good. I like Nicholas Hoult a lot because I just watched the menu like 2 days before that.
He's
in the menu too. Yeah,
he's good in everything I've seen him in, so I got no complaints. But yeah, that looks hilarious.
Yeah, that's one of the few trailers that I actually have seen. So yeah, that one looks fun.
All right, Derek, what do we got for number 4?
I have Tim's number 1 pick as my number 4. Evil Dead Rise. Just because I like the Evil Dead movie so much, I had to put it on there. Honestly, like I was saying, the whole thing could change once new movies get announced as the year goes. But as of right now, it is an absolutely I will see it in theaters the weekend it comes out movie, which I can't say about very many things. So Evil Dead Rise, it looks cool. The trailer looked awesome. It looked nice and icky. It made me want to go back and watch the 2013 one, which I haven't seen since I saw it in theaters, sadly. But yeah, it won't be as good as the first 3 in my heart, but you know, it'll still be entertaining as hell to watch. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, if I choose it, I would say more later on. But Bruce's time with the franchise is past, and I don't want it to end. And I like the direction they're going. I thought 2013 was fantastic, and this one looks like it's carrying on that same kind of tone.
Yeah, it looks the same. Yeah, like the same reality, I guess, if you want to. I don't know how to put it.
Yeah,
but.
I think I get a little bit more hint that this might have more dark humor than 2013 really didn't have much humor at all. That was just grim as hell. But this one, I feel like it might have a little bit more dark humor thrown in, but I'm all for it. But like I said, I'll talk more on it if I pick it. Who knows?
Assuming I pick it.
No.
Well, you only said a little bit there, so I feel like it's going to show up again. All right, David, what do we got?
All right. So, you know, there's a few biopics coming out this year. There's one that I'm really interested in. It's coming out July 21st, if I remember correctly. Christopher Nolan directs it. Let's see, Cillian Murphy, Matt Damon, Emily Blunt's going to be in it. That is Oppenheimer. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to seeing that.
Casey Affleck, Josh Hartnett, Rami
everybody's
Malek,
in that movie.
Kenneth Branagh, Florence Pugh, Gary Oldman, Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon.
Are you going to go see that, or are you going to go see Barbie first, though? That's my question, because they come out the same day.
I'll probably just wait until they both come out on physical media, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. It is kind of weird, though, to put them up against each other, because they're still, you got like very auteur directors going up against each other. I feel like they could still have similar fan bases going, even though they're very different movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just like all the memes where it's like, all like scenes from The Lighthouse, like I'm 1 ticket for Barbie.
The only thing that doesn't have Oppenheimer top 5 for me is that Tenet was by far my least favorite of his, and I'm just
but Tenet looked so beautiful and sounded beautiful.
Yeah, that's great on film.
They always look good, but
it was as a movie though. It was my least favorite. I felt like Tenet was him really kind of big ego. I'm smarter than everybody, and I'm going to make this super complex movie that just, I don't know. It didn't work as much for me. It's fine, but I'm just hoping Oppenheimer is a big step up from Tenet.
Same. Yeah. It's not his worst movie, but it's definitely like his least rewatchable movie, I guess I would say. Tenet.
Yeah, I would say like Following is my second least favorite, but Following is a start, and you don't get all of his other movies without Following. But Tenet is just him jumping into his ego, essentially.
Still looks beautiful.
It does.
All right.
It's still cool.
Fish, what do we got? Number 4.
Number 4. I'm really excited about this. This is another one from my childhood. My favorite Disney animated movie of all time, coming to live action, and Little Mermaid is my number 4 pick with Halle Bailey. I'm really excited. I've seen the little teaser that they played. What are they playing it in the front of right now? It's weird. It's in front of Megan, I believe, which is totally weird.
PG-13. Kids go see Megan.
Same audience.
Yeah, it's either, we got 2 balconies. One of them's playing Avatar, and the other one's playing Megan. And I can't remember. It's in front of one of those, but I just found it weird. I think it's in front of Megan. But anyways, I'm really excited for The Little Mermaid. Like I said, it's my favorite Disney animated movie. I love it. I'm really excited. Just hearing the overture during the little teaser trailer just got me all excited. So yes, Little Mermaid.
Her voice sounded really good. So
yeah,
I think it should be. I kind of wanted to do well for the sake of, there was a lot of backlash because of casting.
It's because she's not white, man.
Mermaids is white.
Mermaids aren't real. It's complete fiction. Like I was like, what the hell, man? We're not talking about casting a real person here.
Right.
Which I understand, because whenever they've done the other live actions, they've kind of stayed true for the most part to the animated. But it's Disney. They can do whatever they want. We're getting a live action of Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid by far is probably one of the best, easily top 5 animated Disney movies ever. So let them, if they want to screw it up, let them screw it up. If it makes a bunch of money, it makes a bunch of money. I mean, it's as simple as that. Get over it. You guys are going to be angry about something else.
Yeah. No, I haven't been a fan of a lot of the live action stuff, if you want to call it that, especially The Lion King. But
Aladdin was so good.
But I did enjoy Jungle Book. I did enjoy Beauty and the Beast, because that's like number 2 for me also. But just love the music.
I didn't know if you were going to highlight, but I'm not anti-white. It's a fictional character. How many people threw a hissy fit about Samuel L. Jackson playing Fury? Fury was a white character. Didn't matter. Fury's fictional. The race of the character.
Actually, Nick Fury is black in the comic book, and he's based on Samuel L. Jackson.
No,
but
Fury
in the Ultimate Universe,
in the comics first. Is what I'm saying. So,
I mean, first, but then in like the late 90s or early 2000s, they did the Ultimate Marvel Universe, and Nick Fury was literally Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, but Fury as a character was white first. That's what I'm saying. Like but it's a fictional character. It means nothing.
Well, that person in the chat can be blocked, because I mean they're calling people gay now. I mean the only thing that's gay in 2023 now is calling people gay. So.
Yeah. Somebody.
And people who ride their motorcycles really loud past your house.
Oh, that's Mike in there, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, they're going timeout. Bye bye.
Get a grip on reality. Fictional characters. It doesn't. It's fake. It's all fake. Like, what does it matter?
Yeah, it's all fake. Who cares? Just watch the movie or don't watch the movie.
Oh, that dude was probably mad about Ocean's 8 and the new Ghostbusters movie. So
not for the right reasons either.
They really want to come forth. They could say that it's crap for not being true to the original Hans Christian Andersen story, which is really very, very dark. So
most Disney movies.
You know what I'm pissed off about The Little Mermaid? Why didn't they hire a real crab?
Really? Flounder isn't even a real fish.
Yeah. You know how many crabs are in the grocery stores going, I want out of this tank. Hire me for your movie. God.
I can do
Javier Bardem is he's the king, right? Javier Bardem. Am I getting crazy?
I'm not sure about much of the cast. I haven't really looked into the these, so I'm just going off of like what I've seen.
Right. That's just something else for stupid people to complain about. That's all I'm bringing it up for.
The same people who are complaining about it are going to have their Little Mermaid plushie and like their little bubble blower from Disney World. Well, this is the greatest movie ever after they've watched it. So it's
they're going to see it and then complain about it and then go buy it anyways.
No,
right.
Ken. Just because you have crabs does not mean they're people.
No, crabs are on people.
Crabs are on people.
That's what they should have hired, just a guy with really severe crabs to play.
Yeah, that would
So,
be
Tim, what's
a different kind of movie.
Yeah.
That'd probably go a little bit differently. All right, Tim, what do we got? Number 4.
All right, this is very much so either going to be someone would look forward to it or absolutely not care in the slightest. But I still watch SNL. I still think SNL is funny. It has dud moments, but so did old SNL. But Please Don't Destroy. If any of you guys watch the newer stuff, there's 3 guys and they call themselves Please Don't Destroy, and they kind of remind me of Lonely Island in a way, similar comedic ways. They have a movie coming out. They're doing basically an SNL movie, and it's called Please Don't Destroy, untitled movie right now. But I'm looking forward to that because if it's anything in the quality of the Lonely Island stuff, I love their stuff. Freaking love it. It cracks me up so much. And Please Don't Destroy parts in SNL are some of my favorite. So, yeah, I'm going to have kind of high hopes. I like their sense of humor. So
Never stop stopping.
I haven't watched SNL in so long, I don't even know what that is, but I've always enjoyed a good SNL movie, so I would definitely watch it.
What was
I
the
never
movie
really
called again?
Well, so the trio is called Please Don't Destroy. The movie is still kind of untitled, so it just says untitled Please Don't Destroy. But it's set for this year, and it should something like that should make its target. Like I said, that's very much so. But there are people that absolutely hate SNL now, and if you hate SNL now, you're not going to care about it. But like I said, I still like it, so I'm looking forward to it.
Skeet, skeet, skirt, skirt, roll up, roll up. Crush your enemies.
Okay, number 4 for me is going to be Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Yes, the first Aquaman movie was excellent. I thought it was one of the best superhero movies I saw when I went to go see it for the first time. To me, it was just a lot of fun. It had great action. It had a great cast. It had good comedic moments. Just seeing Atlantis and all the water effects, I thought that was really cool. Thought the villains were great. We got Black Manta in there, which is my favorite Aquaman villain by far. So I'm hoping we get a lot more Black Manta in this sequel. And I think it's still being done by James Wan, right?
I think so.
Okay, so then it's golden.
First one made too much money not to have him again.
Yeah, anything James Wan does is just great to me. So can't go wrong with that. So yeah, super excited for Aquaman 2.
It's too bad they'll never do another one because the DCEU is destroyed.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Nuts.
Wasn't
it
there,
could be? Yeah.
Wasn't there rumors though? I keep seeing all different conflicting things, but they're talking about maybe recasting some characters, but not others. And I saw Momoa might still stay Aquaman,
and Gal Gadot too.
Yeah,
might stay on as Woman.
I think what it's going to come down to is how much money the movie makes. Like if Aquaman 2 makes a ton of money, like it makes another billion like Aquaman 1 did, then Jason Momoa has a lot bigger chance of being kept in. But if it does terrible, doesn't meet expectations, then probably out on them. That's how I feel like those last DCU movies are going to go.
They need to fire him and cast him as Lobo instead.
Oh, that would be cool too. I
Or just have him play both and be really
He would be a
weird
great Lobo. Oh, I so want to see Lobo in a live action movie.
You know how
get more
bad that was?
Superman movies.
Could you imagine though how Cavill will feel? Where like I've read that they're even talking about keeping Ezra Miller for Flash. So like keeping all these people and Cavill, you're out. Sorry.
Yeah, I think Ezra,
like,
I think Ezra is gonna be out though. I think they're not saying it right now because they think Flash is going to be a big hit movie, so they want to obviously get the money off of it. But I think after that movie comes out, they make their money. Ezra's gone. Like how can Ezra not be gone?
Yeah, no,
like how?
I actually like him in those movies too, which is too bad because he's apparently
it's
insane.
like, who does Ezra know in Hollywood? It's like he has plot armor for like life.
But the problem with the Flash movie is, though, if Gunn's going to come in and scrap everything and start fresh, this movie it's pointless.
Pointless.
In a way.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just like they've sunk so much money into it, and with the reshoots and everything, they have to put it out. But it's in the end, it's not going to mean anything. It's just going to be another DCU movie that either people are going to like or they're just going to completely trash until, Gunn saves the DCEU.
I was actually kind of surprised they didn't just pull a Batgirl with it and just be like, nope, it doesn't exist anymore. It's canned.
Yeah. That one
They
kind
should
of
have at least they should have thrown that on HBO Max or something. At least try to recoup something out of it.
I thought they would maybe later, just to be like, oh, here it is, by the way, because it's done, so why not, kind of thing. Maybe
I don't know the truth
out of it.
I don't know the truth on this, but from what I understand, what I read, that they're using it as a write-off, and you could get a larger write-off if you essentially put that you'll never use it for monetary value. So, like, if they threw it on HBO Max, it would be for monetary value. So they can write off the entire movie if they just, that's it, it's canned, no one will ever see it.
Well, if it goes on HBO Max, so it itself is not generating money. It's generating subscriptions, but you can't correlate the two.
I don't know. I feel
you
like
can. You can. Yeah. Okay, the movie came out. There was a spike in subscriptions, yes, but you're not selling the movie to sell subscriptions. You're selling yeah. It's one of those gray areas.
Yeah, I just think they probably really did not like the final product on Batgirl. I think that was probably a big factor. That's my guess, but
was Keaton in that?
Yeah, that's what sucks. Yeah, Keaton was in it, and Brendan Fraser was in it. It was like, oh, I want to see it for them.
It was Fraser was in a round table talking about it. I guess during the Whale or something, he got asked about it, and he said the movie was really, really good. And if I'm going to believe anybody, I'm going to believe Brendan Fraser at least. So, I mean, even though I'm not a DC person, like, it would be nice to see the movie. If it's, Brendan Fraser's going, no, the movie was good. Yeah.
All right, got Lopke Vision Films in the chat. What's up, everyone? Don't forget to roundhouse kick that like button, of course. Absolutely.
Make sure you limber up first for that.
Yeah. Do your stretches.
What's up, Lopke? What's up?
What rule is that? Number 3?
All right. Huck says, just watch the Renfield trailer, Ryan. That looks potentially awesome. I think that movie looks like a lot of fun.
It's at least worth a watch.
I like Vampire's Kiss, so if it's as good as that.
When I saw that trailer, that's exactly what I thought of when I saw Nicolas Cage pop up on screen. I was like,
I hope we have some of those moments in there. Please give me some of those Nick Cage moments. It'll be fantastic. Spicy 4K Action says, feel like Campbell will make at least a cameo for Scream 6, right? Or are you talking about, Evil Dead Rise? Yeah.
If he doesn't make it, he might do it just an after credits groovy again, like he did for 2019.
Yeah, like the last one.
Yeah.
He's going to be selling some sort of food on the sidewalk. Is what he's going to do.
It'd be weird to not just work around him.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he's a producer on the movie, right? One of the producers.
That's part of why I'm so excited too. It's Sam Raimi, Bruce Campbell, Rob Tapper are all 100% behind this movie and involved in the making of it. It's not like, oh, the Evil Dead license just went to somebody else and they're making it. Like, no, the guys who created this in the 80s are the ones who are still behind the scenes. So I have full faith in it. But it might not be on my list. We'll see.
I know you're keeping the mystery going with that.
I almost didn't have it on mine. I was like, sure.
My choice for Nolan's weakest was Following. Well, there you go.
It's a good movie, though.
Yeah. So also says Little Mermaid trailer in front of Megan. Ha ha ha. Yeah. It could be a similar audience. I mean, Megan was only PG-13. Keep that in mind.
It's like number 1.
Alex says, I can do without any of Disney live action remakes. Mulan is my favorite, and they ruined that one on the remake. Ooh.
The only thing I hate about it is they're just recycling their IPs to make more money off it. But it's Disney.
Mulan was dumb because they like ruined the character. It's like, oh, she's already amazing. It's like, no, she's supposed to be like not amazing and then learn how to be amazing, and that's the character arc.
And they didn't have the dragon in it. Where was the dragon? That's what
Again, hire a real dragon.
I know. I'm sure there's a lot out there. Just put up an ad on Craigslist. I'm sure you'll get a few.
I've mentioned this many times in the past.
There's a comedian. What's his name? That Piff the Dragon or whatever his name is.
Oh yes,
comedian that wears the dragon suit.
He is hilarious. He is so funny. I saw him in Vegas once. Great.
I'm personally not against remakes. Worst case, they suck and you don't watch it. Best case, Disney ones. I actually really enjoyed Pete's Dragon. I don't know if you guys saw Pete's Dragon. I actually thought that was a good live action remake. So even if 1 out of every 20 is good, fine. The other 19 I don't gotta watch. That's kind of my thought on it.
Exactly.
I'm all for remakes. It brings more people to see the originals too.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're like, wait, this was a remake? Yeah. So I haven't seen the remake of Pete's Dragon, but I grew up with the old school one. Yeah.
I'm shocked. I really liked the remake. I thought it was good.
Yeah, Adrian is saying they enjoyed the Jungle Book remake. Oh, that's
good. A
lot
of people enjoyed that one.
Hisham says Tenet make me confused, but I love it.
Make me confused.
Tenet confuses me too. Like I've seen it twice now. I got the 4K. I'm like, maybe with the subtitles it'll help me out, but it loses me by the end. Like once I get halfway through, I'm like still lost.
Yeah, it made enough sense by the end where I was like, okay, I like it enough.
I'm like, it looks nice. Everything looks super cool, but I don't understand it. Alex says it's like saying you want killers in the movies to be played by real killers.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Consultants and such.
Right.
I mean, look at R. Lee Ermey. I mean, for Full Metal Jacket, he was a consultant at first, and then he made the movie good.
Wow, he made that movie. Yeah.
Yes.
For Dale Dickey he's in every Army movie ever.
Did you guys see Thief with James Caan?
No, I haven't.
No, not yet. Not yet.
One of the cops in the movie is actually or was a real thief that was in jail, and they hired him to be a consultant on the movie so that it looked like real stuff he was using to rob. Like he was a legit thief. He played the cop in the movie and then went back to jail after the movie because he committed another robbery.
You robbed the set. That's awesome.
We got Mid-Level Media in the house. What up, y'all?
Kenny Level.
Hello to Kenny. Hello. Mid-Level Media. Crabs are people too. Wait. We got Emmett Ure. Hey everyone. I think this is my first time seeing you, Emmett, here in the chat. So definitely subscribe. Manuel says real crab, strong argument. Mid-Level Media says I never let Tony give me crabs. Not we know of.
You should. It's wonderful.
Michael says I've only enjoyed the Blues Brothers, Wayne's World, Stewart Saves His Family, and MacGruber from the SNL movies.
MacGruber,
I love MacGruber.
I freaking adore that movie. It is one of
so
my
good.
favorites. It cracks me up every single time. It's one of the dumbest movies I've ever seen, and it's brilliant. I love it so much.
Gruber watch along to it.
Have you guys seen MacGruber?
I love MacGruber.
No, if you guys like old wrestlers too, you'd get a kick out of like a montage of wrestlers. It's genius. That's your homework. Watch MacGruber.
It only takes like 90 minutes. Val Kilmer's in it, and he's hilarious. So
yeah.
Mid-Level Media says always rooting for James Wan. I mean, he's one of the best modern directors to me anyway. I think his filmmaking technique is excellent. Like Malignant, I was so surprised by. I really like Malignant. So
yeah.
Alex says I hope Gal Gadot stays. She's so purty.
She purty.
He's pretty.
Level Media says Megan is the best movie of 2023. That's the only one I've seen, so I cannot deny that at the moment. Spicy 4K Action Plane might just have passed Megan for best of 2023. That is one I'm going to see this weekend. So
I've heard pretty solid stuff on Plane so far.
It just has a hilarious title. That's all.
Mid-level Media says Jungle Book and Cinderella are good live action remakes. Lion King killed all the remakes for me, though.
Yeah, Lion King.
I'm not a Lion King fan.
So bad.
Lion King, that is not a live action remake, though. I guess that's my one stipulation.
Animated. Yeah, absolutely animated.
Yeah, it's the CGI.
Animated. The first shot is live action, and the rest of it is CGI.
I didn't care for the Lion King remake either, but I didn't care for Cinderella. So
Cinderella's always watchable.
But I did like Jungle Book, and I liked Mulan. I thought it was all right.
Beauty and the Beast is all right, and The Land's okay.
Yeah.
Hisham says nobody excited to see Fast and Furious 10,
otherwise known as Furious on Mars. No.
Yeah, I don't know if that's on anybody's list here. Definitely not on mine. I will say that.
I'm just disappointed it's not called Fast 10 Your Seatbelts. That would have been great.
Oh,
yeah, that'd be great. I would have seen it just if they called it that.
That would have been awesome.
That would have
Nice.
been the money.
And it should have been Fast and Furious XXX Return of Xander Cage is what they should have called it.
Yeah.
He's the same man.
He's the same man doing both.
Same
movies.
universe.
But
Exactly.
he's
Same
nice
universe.
move instead of Vin Diesel.
He's a,
Just
oh, by the
screwing
way, I'm
everybody.
also Xander Cage and Groot.
He's been an undercover cop the whole time.
Adrian says, I bet Disney will redo Bambi next. Yeah, they're gonna have
I
a
thought there
real
was-
deer and everything.
Yeah, they're
I
gonna
thought there
shoot
was
it
a
on
talk
camera. It's gonna
about
be
doing
hilarious.
a Bambi movie or something, weren't they?
I think
Yeah,
they
I thought
were.
when they did Dumbo, I thought for sure that they were talking about Bambi.
I was gonna say, oh yeah, Dumbo exists too. That's at least
Yeah.
kind of interesting.
I forgot about that
Double
one. too.
exists.
It's at least the more. It's the least like copy and paste out of all of them. So I give it points for that.
Yeah.
Michael says, Mega Mike the Movie Man, did you like Megan? I thought it was good. I did do a short reaction to that, and I did not like it. No, I did not.
I was gonna say my reaction was like, blah.
Well, because like to me, it's just like you're ripping off Child's Play, which I'm fine with if you can make another good movie, but it just didn't interest me at all. And it was like PG-13, which I think usually I don't think that really hurts a movie. I think it really hurt Megan.
Did any of y'all? I don't know if it was real Twitter or not because I don't have Twitter. I think somebody posted on Instagram, but it was the Megan account called him like OK Boomer, and he was like, "Oh, you're still not the OG or whatever." Like Chucky replied back to it. It was like,
Oh, funny. You should.
Yeah,
Just working on a
spicy
crossover.
4K action, laughing over there. Fast 10 your seatbelts. Yes, laughing.
that's a good one.
That was a good one. Yes, it was. All right, so now we are number 3, third most anticipated movie. What do we got, Ryan?
So I'm with David on this. So I was thinking back in history class, like Oppenheimer was really never talked about in my like high school and middle school. I really don't know anything about it. Was that part of the Manhattan Project or was that something completely different?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
So-
going to like help develop it or whatever.
I was-
Mhm.
yeah,
So
that was the
basically,
whole-
I think my history lesson was there was this thing called the Manhattan Project. We made this bomb and we blew the crap out of the Japanese. That was basically
Wait, what
all I
war?
remember.
yeah,
yeah.
that was-
Batman and Little Boy, the end.
Yes. So this, and I guess it's based on the actual book written about Oppenheimer and all that. And of course, it's Nolan. You can't go wrong with a Nolan movie. Yeah, Tenet's messy, but it's beautiful. All of his other movies are really good. So I'm really, really, really excited for Oppenheimer. Plus, Cillian Murphy and everybody else in the cast is
Yeah.
just unbelievable.
Did you see? Apparently, he recreated an atomic blast without using CGI or anything. I don't know.
He
how
just
did
filmed.
it,
They
but-
just blew up a bomb, I believe, and he filmed it. He was like, "Yeah, let's just set off a nuke." From what I
Really?
yeah.
Jerry, go take the camera and film this nuke over there.
Chris just made a call. Hey, do you mind if we blow up a nuke on this island? Oh,
Well,
yeah,
I mean, think about it.
The cameraman.
What do you
must
do
have
for
been so
Tenet?
terrified.
The CGI to run a plane into a building cost more than him actually buying a 747 and running it into an actual building. So,
Yeah.
okay, how much does a CGI bomb cost? Okay, that's way too much. Let's just buy Army surplus and blow it up in the middle of the desert. Yeah.
It is cool. That's the one. Yeah, that's definitely the best thing about him is that he's old school.
He's
I guess
practical. I mean, we can even go back to Tim's old stream. Like the hallway fight in Inception, all practical.
Yeah.
Just all the practical stuff he does with the Batman stuff. Jumping out of the plane, all practical. And that's why I'm excited to see how well this explosions turn out and just the suspense they put into this movie.
I didn't even realize in Tenet when he went into that what was that place where all the paintings were? It had all the little boxes.
The vault.
Yeah. All those little boxes that were around that looked like a long hallway, that was actually a matte painting behind them. They brought in a painter to paint all those. It didn't look like it, but that's pretty cool. Like he could have easily just green screened that shit, but he's had someone come in and paint it because why not?
Nice. Yeah. I'm just excited because it's a Christopher Nolan movie that's not like a previous IP or like some concept movie too. That's what makes me most excited about it. It's like, it's like an actual drama about a real person.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do a lot of those. So that's why I'm more interested in that than I was in Tenet.
I mean, my favorite movie of his is based on something real with Dunkirk. So hopefully this ends up.
You just had to say it, Tim. You just had to bring it up. It's okay. I won't say anything. But Christopher Nolan movies to me, it's either I'm gonna love the movie or I'm gonna hate the movie because he's made both my favorite movies of all time and my most hated movies of all time. So like it's literally a coin toss for me. So all right, Derek, what do we got?
All right. I'm gonna be lame again and simp for the MCU and go for Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because Guardians, like, I haven't really watched anything. Have they even had a trailer for this yet? Not really, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have they? Okay. I try to avoid them to an extent, but I'll probably watch it eventually. But I just Guardians of the Galaxy, like outside of like the Avenger movies, probably are my favorite films in the whole thing. Like the first two Guardians of the Galaxy movies are in my top 5 MCU movies easily. And I'm excited to see them, round out the trilogy. They're not going to have those characters anymore, supposedly. Who the hell knows what they're going to do? But I'll be excited to see if they have some of the other Guardians of the Galaxy team members that I actually grew up knowing, because I knew the old team. So everyone in the movies, I had no clue who they were really, because they're in the early 90s. All the team that I knew was not in the movie except for Yondu, who was nobody cared about Yondu at the time. And I like James Gunn, so I just want to see where it goes, and hopefully he doesn't screw the whole thing up in the last act of it.
The good thing about watching a Marvel trailer, though, you don't know if you're watching what the actual final product is, because we've found out they've altered all their trailers, so there's no telling what we're actually watching.
Not anymore. You can sue for that now.
They get sued for that now.
People are wieners.
For false advertising.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. I just don't watch the trailer.
After Infinity War.
Yeah.
All right, David, what do we got? Number 3.
All right, Magic Mike: The Last Dance is not my pick. I am obvious pick, something that I'm looking forward to. July 14th, it comes out. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. You got the addition of Haley Atwell and Pom Klementieff, who I'm anxious to see them in the movie. And I'm a little disappointed that it's going to be a part 1, but so I don't know how many parts it's going to be. Knowing Tom Cruise, will probably do 4 of them. But I'm looking forward to it.
It should be epic, though. I mean, I said this in another stream, but Mission Impossible, I think, is one of those rare franchises where every single movie keeps improving.
They won up.
Especially since 4 on, like, they really keep stepping it up.
But even 1 through 3 are still good.
Three is actually my favorite.
Three is great. I love
Seymour
three.
Hoffman is amazing.
Yeah.
Philip Seymour Hoffman in 3, great. I guess you could make the argument on 1 or 2 which one's better because they're drastically different movies. I mean, you get over the top John Woo with number 2,
Woo, yeah.
or a legitimate like spy espionage movie with the first one. So they're so different. But from even 3 on, they just keep better and better.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was going to forget how good it is until I watch it again.
Series, but it's still, they bring back a lot of the original cast. You got Rebecca Ferguson, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, everybody's back, and some new additions. But yeah, he was doing stunts for Mission Impossible and talking about Top Gun.
Yeah, those videos are great.
Like, parachuting out, and he's like, "Oh yeah, go watch this," and I'm doing a stunt for Mission Impossible right now. I'm like, "You bastard."
At first, I was
there's going to be a part 1 and a part 2.
So I could do Top Gun. I was like, oh, man. But no, I'm excited. But yeah, each one they one up every time. Rogue Nation was great. I like Ghost Protocol, all that stuff. And so yeah, I am in. Take my wallet.
Yeah. All right, Fish. Third place.
Third place. Well, I think I think there's only gonna be 2 parts to this. We got the other one last year, Dune 2. I think this is going to round it out. So only 2 parts to this. So I'm excited to have this story concluded. I love this story. I'm a big fan. I know it gets a lot of hate, but I'm a big fan of the 80s Dune. But I'm excited to see where they go and how they finish this up. Because the first one was fantastic, glorious, beautiful movie. So, Dune 2.
My brain didn't make the connection at first, and I heard Doom 2, like they're making a second Doom with The Rock.
No.
I'd be in for that too, by the way. I wouldn't mind that. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to Dune 2 also.
Yeah.
Because the first one was really good. Special effects were awesome. And I got to say the 4K, the sound when they did the weirding was awesome. When they did the voice, it was really cool. Shook the floor of my house.
Nice.
Yeah, the only downside of the first one is that there's not a ton of like character development, I guess you could say. But otherwise, it's great. Technically, it's like a masterpiece. So I'm hoping like they'll make me give a shit about these people in the second half, and then I can watch all of it at once and enjoy it as a whole. So that's. But either way, I'm excited for it for sure.
He is,
and not necessarily will it be 2 parts, because if it does so good, they'll find a way to make a part 3 or a spin-off series. So
they'll do Children of Dune or whatever the hell.
Yeah, you never know.
So many books to choose from. So
all right, Tim, what do we got? Third place.
This is probably, I would imagine, going to be on someone else's higher up, but John Wick. I am so freaking ready for John Wick 4. Oh my god! Each one, 3 was a little worse, I guess, but it's still a blast. The fight choreography is so well done. Brutal action, guns. It's awesome. It's just a freaking awesome franchise. I don't even know what else to say besides you have a smile on your face just watching people get pencils shoved into them and killed with books. And it's just a crazy awesome franchise.
Oh, yeah.
I should watch them sometime.
Oh my goodness, Derek, you haven't.
I saw the first one and I was like, okay, and then I never had any interest.
You got to see them all. The third is
my favorite. I was laughing and counting how many headshots he got through the first movie, and I was like, we were like at like 50. Like,
the second and third really ramp up the action though. Like there's a library fight in the third that's insane.
So good.
Yeah.
One of the best night fights.
I'll watch them eventually. It's just like one of those things I never like. Oh yeah, those.
That's so good. All right, so now we're on to my number 3, which is going to be Shazam. Yes, the Fury of the Gods. I've got to go Shazam 2 action. That first Shazam movie is very underrated to me. To me, it's one of the best DC movies. It is so good, at least especially DC EU, and maybe top 1 or 2. That's how good I think Shazam is. It was a fun movie, It had great family dynamics. So even they had some kind of like tear jerking moments too, especially like with the kid trying to find his mom and all that stuff. I thought that was great. And then that, at the end, kind of they have that twist where they all become the Shazam family. That part is so freaking amazing. And how they matched up the actual like Shazam superhero characters with their like younger kid counterparts. To me, the personalities matched up really well, especially like Darla, and then Darla's like older self. They were great. She's like, "Are you the real Santa?" I've been really good. That part was amazing. So had great humor. I mean, Zachary Levi as Shazam is just perfect.
He's great.
I mean, he is the Shazam. So good. So I'm excited for this movie, even though I know we probably won't get this kind of Shazam movies later on. This is probably the last of Shazam for now. But they can still end on a strong note. It can still be a really good movie, even though the connection to the rest of the DC universe, like we said, probably won't matter. But it can still be a really fun, solid movie. So hopefully they just keep it in line with Shazam 1 tone. I think it'll be great.
It's a shame they give us a Black Adam movie after how long, and there's Shazam, and you don't get to see the two
interact.
Yeah.
Working on it for like a decade or more. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was such a fatal mistake that they did with Black Adam. Like, come on, Black Adam. You're Shazam's main villain, and we have to. They didn't even have a reference to Shazam at all. Like, it was just about, like, everybody's seen Black Adam, right? Yeah. No?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, for the most part. Well, that's another one that I've kind of seen.
You can ruin it. I don't care.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, there's no like reference to Shazam at all besides like, the Shazam wizard and getting the powers from that. But the Shazam, the character Shazam, Billy Batson, no reference at all, no connection. Like, to me, I'm like, then why do Black Adam? Like, at some point, you guys should meet and clash. That's
because The Rock wanted to do it as a vanity project.
Yeah, and then Black Adam didn't end up doing so well at the box office, and The Rock is like, no, it did great. It's amazing. Even though totally like
totally broke
underwhelmed.
It is a shame that earlier in The Rock's career, I felt like he was more willing to play the back seat, and now he seems very much so. I can only be the main guy. I have to win all my fights.
Yeah, same thing happened with like the Fast and Furious stuff too. Like, he's not in the Fast and Furious anymore with all the Vin Diesel drama and all that.
Yeah.
So
doing the Hobbs and Shaw, and Vin Diesel's all pissed off about that.
I've not ever really seen a whole lot of Rock movies, so I don't know, just wrestlers transferring over. Just I don't know. I know it's a show business there as well. Trust me, it's all theatrics. It's a great time. I used to watch it as a kid, loved it. But I don't know. It's never
Dwayne Johnson movies are better than The Rock movies. Does that make sense?
I was gonna say, have you seen
once he was able to take that moniker off and jump out of the WWE shadow, then and he's done better as Dwayne Johnson than he ever did as The Rock. But when he was The Rock in the movies, WWE was involved in everything he did because they had to have a hand in everything.
I will say one of my favorite movies of his is The Rundown, back when he was still very much so The Rock. The Rundown is so fun. The camaraderie between him and Sean William Scott and Christopher Walken as the bad guy. I mean, it's just a blast.
Southland Tales. He's good in that. Coked Out Rock is the best Rock from Pain and Gain. Like, that's a good movie.
All right,
I'll have to check some of that out because, like I said, I really haven't watched any really. So.
Michael says, I agree that it seemed like a cross between Child's Play and The Terminator, but it had some good laughs and scares and well-written characters. Yeah, talking about Megan there. Yeah, to me, it was more horror comedy, and I'm way more of just like straight-up horror fan. So to me, it was more like Seed of Chucky humor. So that's why I was digging it. Hisham says, Bambi movie directed by Michael Bay. Yeah, we got to get that Bayham in there. Lots of explosions.
Slow motion bullet time stuff. And
Just hunting with an AR-15 and just
Michael says, which Nolan movies have you hated? I won't go through all of them because I will be doing a ranking stream as we get closer to the Oppenheimer release. But I mean, everybody knows which one will probably be at the bottom. But yeah,
the best one. you invert your list, right? That's what happens.
Sure.
First one is
that makes you sleep better at night. Maybe I'll give it another chance, Tim. I'll say that. Maybe I'll give it another chance. We'll see.
You'll send me a DM. It sucks still.
It'll be a win if I can stay awake. As long as I can stay awake, I'm good.
It'll go up.
Michael says Mission Impossible gets 2 parts. Yep, every movie's doing that these days. For some reason, always as it gets towards the end of the franchise now, it's like, oh, all 2-parters.
Money.
Michael says each Mission Impossible got better, except Fallout was good, but I didn't love it. We didn't love
Fallout's my favorite.
I love Fallout.
Which one is, I don't remember which one's which anymore after they dropped the numbers. Is Fallout 5 or 6?
Fallout's Cavill, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that one was good. Yeah, I just can't remember what the hell one's which anymore.
In the restroom, and everybody freaked out.
That bathroom fight is so intense.
Mid-level media saying Doom 2 would be killer. Yeah, I gotta get that Doom 2 there. Yeah, everybody wants that.
Carl Urban back. Yeah, I'm down for that.
Margaret says I only saw the first John Wick and didn't find it special either. Really, I love the first John Wick. Yeah. Especially, I really like the first one because they really lean heavily on like the Baba Yaga story. Like he's the boogeyman. Like he's gonna come after you. Like I love.
I think what I most like about the John Wicks is they do a great job in building the world around them, but the plot to the movie is almost nothing. It's just a reason for John Wick to go and kill a lot of people. I love that.
Yeah. It's very simple. Very simple.
Yeah, but they are adding to it. They're fleshing out that lore with like the Continental and all that good stuff. So excited to see where that goes.
The table, the high table and everything like that. Yeah, I'm excited to
Mid-level media says hashtag Shazam fam. Yes, absolutely. The Shazam family was awesome. I totally knew it was going to happen though because it was totally spoiled with the Funko Pops, but that's okay.
Also the comic book from 90 years ago.
See, yeah, it's like when they would release toys before the movie came out when we were kids, and we're like, oh, yeah.
All right, Shazamly from Derek. The Shazam.
That's a good one.
Isham says Atlas Nama Surga. It's a wonderful, and you have to see it. Okay. All right, mid-level media says they never let The Rock beat Austin until he went Hollywood. Laugh out loud.
That's when he agreed to job to Austin.
Mid-level media says, nah, if it was like Seed, Megan would have been playing with her son. Oh my gosh, a lot more. Okay. They're gonna do that.
I'm talking actors, by the way. I like Cena as from wrestler to actor. As a comedic, I think his comedic timing is really good.
He's funny, and he's actually a freestyle rapper too. But yeah, no, he's really funny. He's got great comedic timing. Yeah, when he did the Marine, though, I didn't really like him in that, and I kind of gave him credit.
He's built for an action guy, but he's better as a comedian. His comedic chops are good.
See, what's crazy is like I haven't given The Rock a chance, but I've actually watched Cena. I like Cena and Bautista, and so it's weird, like how I kind of to The Rock, but these two I'm like, hey, cool, awesome, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, watch the early Rock stuff, The Rundown, Be Cool, Southland Tales, Pain and Gain, Walking Tall.
Southland Tales during that last Arrow sale last year, so
yeah. Plan too. I really like that one. His first Disney one, I dug that.
Oh yeah.
Avoid the Scorpion King though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. I had enough of that, and Mummy Returns. I was good there. Yeah.
Well, if you didn't like the first Scorpion King, you won't like all of its sequels. It has like
all 6 of them.
There's like 4 sequels to the Scorpion King. All straight to DVD. All right, Michael says my favorite Christopher Nolan movie is a Memento. I still need to
That's a
see
good
that
movie.
movie.
Good.
Yeah,
Memento
I
is
still need to
amazing.
see that too.
All right. So now we're into our second most anticipated movie runner-ups here. What do we got, Ryan?
All right, so we got Scott Adkins, Lance Reddick, Shamir Anderson, Hiroyuki Sanada, Lawrence Fishburne, Bill Skarsgård, Ian McShane, Donnie Yen, Keanu Reeves. My number 2, mindless, senseless, killing violence of John Wick 4. What I'm hoping in this movie with the world building is Lawrence Fishburne's clan, the underground people. I want to see them rise up and see what they can do, because we've already seen him, help out John Wick in the subway when he was running from this common. The Continental's pretty much shut down. So what are they going to, Ian McShane and his butler going to do, or I guess his counterman? And are they going to rise up against the table? Even though John Wick's family, in the trailer, they say, oh, your family is part of the table. Are they going to overturn the underworld and just wage an all-out war? If they do, it's going to be badass. I mean, Donnie Yen's in it. I can't wait to see the sword fight they have, because I'm sure Donnie helped choreograph that, and Donnie has done some of the best weapons choreography in some of the best martial arts movies ever. Flashpoint. If you've never seen Flashpoint, watch the
awesome
knife versus baton fight in that, and you'll go, holy crap.
Yeah.
And then
Sammo Hung. If
yes.
you guys haven't seen Killzone's great knife fight scene in there too.
Yeah. Or no, Killzone is what I'm thinking of. I'm sorry. Yeah. Killzone is what I'm thinking of. Yeah. Flashpoint's a good movie too, but Killzone was what I was thinking of. But I want to see where they go. I don't care about the spinoffs. I want John Wick to finish it, and I want it to be a total bloodbath.
Yeah, I saw Huck. Huck talked about this on his morning mug, and I fully agree with him. One of the things that makes John Wick so awesome is they spend so much time choreographing these fights, and they're filmed at enough of a distance that you see what's going on, and you get to take it all in. And you're badass.
Yeah,
because how many movies they'll come right in, and it's just this hodgepodge of punches and kicks. All
choppy, edited.
Yeah.
Because
the last G.I. Joe movie, that was very choppy.
Well, that's because they never hit. Jackie Chan said it a long time ago. You do not cut. You've long shot it. You do not cut from the actors, and you hit. Jackie Chan would pay his stuntmen every time he'd actually hit them. He would pay them.
Yeah.
And that's what they've done with this. Keanu Reeves is like, no, it's going to be realistic. I'm doing the training. We're doing long shots, and we are going full bore with this. And it's great. Yeah. Is there really a point to the story? No. But turn your mind off for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and just watch some good gung fu.
Yeah.
But the entire movie stems from his dog getting killed and his car getting stolen. The whole franchise stems from that.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves has a bad day. That's what the franchise should be called.
Hey, he's back. I'm thinking he's back.
I think I'm back.
I think he's back.
But I just want to see how they expand that world, because they've done like I said, really good job in the last 2 movies, and I just want to see Lawrence Fishburne and the homeless rise up and help out, and just everybody get murdered.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done.
You're good.
You're making me want to watch the other ones. It's helping. So.
Oh yeah. Sell it, Ryan.
I'm trying.
I'll get them at some point. When they come out with the next 14 Steelbook trilogy sets at Best Buy, I'll buy one.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, let's grab some money.
Comes out. Yeah, absolutely. That money grab.
I'll take someone's old ones they don't need anymore.
Something I always thought was funny though, in the first John Wick, he kills everyone pretty much like headshots and stuff like that, except for one guy in that like the bathhouse. He stabs him and like stares into his freaking soul as he's dying. I'm like, this dude's a random bodyguard, and he gets like the most gruesome death of everybody.
All right, Derek, what do we got? Second place.
Getting into some movies I'm like looking forward to because I don't know exactly what they are yet. My number 2 is from one of my favorite filmmakers of all time, and I kind of forgot this movie was coming out until I researched it, and I was like, oh yeah, that thing I really want to see. It is a David Fincher film based on a graphic novel, and the movie's from the writer of Seven. So you got Seven and David Fincher together again, so that is neat. And it has Michael Fassbender and Tilda Swinton, and it is called The Killer. So it's a David Fincher movie from the writer of Seven, starring Michael Fassbender as a serial killer. You can't get more David Fincher than that, and I'm extremely excited for that. So it could be about anything, and it was David Fincher, I'd be my number 2. Probably.
I'm in for that one too, Derek. That's one of my.
Yeah, I didn't look at that one. That one sounds great. Awesome. Yeah, no, I love Fincher. Yeah.
All right, David, what do we got?
All right. So for my number 2, I went with the threes, and there were a couple of like trilogy movies, the third in the series that are coming out this year. So of course, my first thought was Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but like Ryan, I'm just anticipating all Marvel. So I cut that out. Creed 3 is one that I'm interested in, but it didn't quite make my list. So coming in for my number 2, coming out September 1st, is Equalizer 3 with Denzel Washington,
Nice.
Dakota Fanning, Antoine Fuqua is going to direct it. The plot's under wraps right now. They're kind of holding it, so you don't know exactly what's going on with it, but I'm interested.
Good pick. I had that on my honorable mentions. I'm like, nobody's brought it up yet, so glad you did.
I haven't ventured into those. I actually know nothing about those movies.
They do such a badass 15-minute scene in like a Home Depot or something like that, right? It's one of those types of stuff. It's so cool. They're good movies.
Yep.
Yeah. And in the second one, they do battle in a hurricane. It's like a hurricane going on, and they're like shooting people and stuff. Pablo Pascal did a great job in that one.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to the third one. And it's been like, those one-man army movies, John Wick, The Equalizer, and Jack Reacher kind of all came out around the same time. Jack Reacher kind of died after the second one, and I thought Equalizer was going to die too. But now that I know that they're doing a third one, I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, the hotel scene is great when I think it's like the first scene where you really watch him do his thing. But he stayed true to the original TV show too with that, or tried to, and they've been really good.
Okay, I wondered because my grandma watched the TV show back in the 80s, 90s, so I didn't know if that had any correlation. Because Equalizer, I think of the TV show. So okay, all right.
All right, Fish, what do you got? Second.
Oh, number 2. I actually watched this trailer and it seems like a lot of fun. I'm really excited about this one. Based on true events. Cocaine Bear. I really want to see this movie. I watched this trailer and it is so over the top. Ray Liotta, R.I.P. Oh my God. But yeah, it just looks like a lot of fun. It really does. That's it. Cocaine Bear, number 2. I'm really excited to check that out.
I wasn't sure what to think, and then I saw Elizabeth Banks as the director. I'm like, all right, I'm in. I like her, so I'm in.
Oh, it is funny. Okay, it's Ray Liotta's last film, so you gotta go see it.
Well, the fact that it's based on a true story too makes it even more hilarious.
Oh yeah. That's what got me. It popped up on the screen, and I was like, "Shut up!" And then, yeah.
But it's so loosely based on a true story. It's like, okay, yeah, cocaine fell down, the bear took it, and the bear died, because that's what would really happen. But
well,
they definitely expanded it.
Well, I mean, just the fact that happened, yeah.
Was it in like the 80s it happened or something? I forget.
Yeah. Pablo Escobar is what they call him.
Did they get a real bear to play the bear, though?
Right.
If not, they're coming for you.
All right, Tim, what do we got?
Already been mentioned, but Mission Impossible. Tom Cruise, he has figured out how to make compelling, action-packed movies and do it incredibly well. Like I said, Mission Impossibles keep getting better. I have no reason to think this one won't be possibly better than Fallout. And I loved Fallout. So yeah, the dude does crazy stuff, driving freaking motorcycles off of cliffs. Like I think he does want to like die on set. He will do the
on screen and have it filmed.
It's the way to go. I would.
Yeah. But as long as
he's gonna die and then like wake up. Did you get that? And they're like, yeah. He goes, put it in the movie, and he's gonna re-die.
His body heat will release out of him.
I want to do that one more time, and then I'll go.
Yeah.
Let me film that again. Let's do more takes.
He's so crazy that when he does the roof jump in the one from roof to roof, he breaks his ankle and gets up and continues the run.
Yeah.
What? How many people do that?
Jackie Chan's the only other one I saw doing.
Yeah, Jackie. I was going to say Jackie.
He did it onto a hoverboat, which was kind of cooler. Yeah. So
while it was moving, he jumped onto it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's funny. But yeah, no, I'm definitely excited for another Mission Impossible. They could keep going with these for all I care. Absolutely. Yeah. Because like you said, compelling. Not many action movies get you invested in characters, and 3 really did it, you know, with Philip Seymour Hoffman's character threatening the wife, so Tom Cruise, and
well, really good. Spoiling them for me now. I still haven't seen them yet.
Sorry.
Oh man.
That's okay.
So, something I really like with the Mission Impossible villains, especially for a lot of them, you can actually see their side. You know what I mean? They're not evil for the sake of evil. They kind of have reasons that you can sort of understand. Yeah. Especially with Fallout. Like, I got where he's coming from. It's a terrible way to go about it, but see what you're saying. So I like it. They're compelling villains.
That's
and the other thing they've done. Oh, I'm sorry, Derek. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I was saying that's the only way to make a good villain is by making them right in their own mind and being able to see from their perspective.
And another thing they've done well, you know, action movies. You're either going to get action and just a really crappy story, or you're going to get a really good story and crappy action. They mix it so well where it's just good across the board.
Yeah. And they stick with the Mission Impossible theme to where you think they're messing up, you think that's not going to work, but it was all their plan from the get-go, and you get that right at the end of the movie. And I really like how they keep doing that.
Yep.
All right, number 2 for me, second place, my most anticipated superhero movie comes in at my number 2. As long as it doesn't run away again, it's going to be The Flash. Yes, The Flash is my favorite DC hero of all time. It looks like the storyline is going to be closely related to the Flashpoint Paradox comics. And that animated movie, hopefully, because that is my favorite DC animated movie, Flashpoint Paradox. If you've not seen it, it is very good. Got me teary-eyed the first time I saw it. Only time an animated movie has done that for me. It's very rare. But yeah, Flash. So excited for this one. Live action, finally. Like I said, my favorite DC hero. Now, I am pretty worried. Because of all the Ezra stuff, and I know we're not going to, this is basically like a reset, so we're not going to get any more Flash movies, but I'm still hoping it's just a really good, entertaining movie. Apparently, we're getting tons of cameo stuff in there with Michael Keaton and all that. I don't know if we're getting Ben Affleck anymore. I think that's been back and forth now. But I mean, whoever pops up, I think will be great. It'll probably just be a celebration of all the DCU at this point, because if they're wiping the slate clean anyway, why not?
I thought there was a rumor going around that Gunn preferred Affleck, that he's already talked to him about reprising Batman.
I have no idea.
He's going to be in Kingdom, right? He's going to be in the new Aquaman movie. I think Affleck's in there.
Well, I've heard things back and forth. I heard he was in, then they were saying they were going to take him out, and then they might leave him. Like, I've heard it back and forth. Like, every 2 months it changes. Are they keeping the scenes in there or not? I think they filmed the scenes, so they have the scenes. I just don't know if they're keeping it now with.
It does show Affleck is going to be in it. Yeah, I don't know if they kept it or whatever, but it does show him in the cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems like a lot of people are liking the movie from at least the early screenings and all that. Looks like to be positive buzz about the Flash, so that gives me hope. And hopefully they don't shove it like Batgirl, because Batgirl just no, that was unacceptable.
I think they have to put it out just to make their money. This is one that I think they're too deep into shelf.
Yeah. Well, one of the other excuses about shelving Batgirl was they don't want to waste Michael Keaton's return on Batgirl, so they're saving it for the Flash.
Yep.
Which I'm like, yeah, I kind of get that, but it's like maybe just release it
And
after.
they-
I don't.
Then
Like,
they
okay.
cancel- And they cancel his other movie though, which was going to be freaking Batman Beyond, which is
Right.
in the future. You didn't need to. That could have been separate. You didn't need to worry about whatever Gunn is doing. Like, I want a Batman Beyond movie. Damn it! Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still worried with the Flash though, because it's literally been delayed like what, at least 3 times by now. It was supposed to come out so long ago. Yeah, so hopefully we get it. But
I
yeah.
guess I think they're letting the crazy calm down and then release it.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see what they do with the marketing, right? If they get, Ezra back to, promoting the movie and all that. We'll see how that kind of shakes out. Or if it'll be just like Michael Keaton promoting it.
It's really funny when there's a problematic actor in a movie that they're already like deep into. When they cut the trailers, Death on the Nile. What the hell is Army Hammer? How they cut that trailer to have as little Army Hammer in it as possible, even though he's in like the whole movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Forgot he's on that.
They wanted you to forget.
Wanted you. Yep. Spicy 4K Action says loved him and all the IP man.
Yep, man. Yeah, that's Donnie Yen.
Yeah.
Great. That's a great.
I've only seen the first one, but I really did enjoy it. Just got it on 4K too, so yeah.
Yeah, Mid-Level Media says watch John Wick. They are all great. And Spicy 4K Action says hell yeah, fish.
Cocaine Bear. Get it.
Okay,
Yeah. That does look like a lot of fun. Yep. All right. So we are now going to be on our first most anticipated movie. But just a reminder, if you're visiting the channel for the first time, mega smash that subscribe button. Also, of course, the panel members, their links are in description. So definitely visit them as well. Watch their videos. Enjoy all that great content. Of course, smash the like and keep those comments going as well. All right. Let's get into not honorable mentions yet. We are on first most anticipated movie, but we will have honorable mentions after this. So even if your movie doesn't get mentioned in one of these main 5 rounds, it still might be brought up in honorable mention. So you got to stay through the whole thing,
I'm going to run and get a drink real quick.
Yes, go for it. Go for it. All right. Well, then we shall start with you, Ryan.
So I said I didn't have any superhero movies on my list or Marvel movies. So technically this is a Sony property, and I am most excited for Spider-Man in Across the Spider-Verse.
Yep.
The first one was fantastic. Great art style, great music, great job by all the voice actors. It really, for the first time in any of the Spider-Man movies, I actually felt like Spider-Man, you could feel the change. Like, Toby lost Uncle Ben, and he was just mad. And Andrew Garfield lost Gwen, and he was kind of mad. But, you really see Miles actually transform and realize what he's got to do. And I can't wait to see where they go with it. With the trailer, they showed several different dimensions. We get Spider-Man 2099. And if you watch the trailer, I think there's like a weird world in there that was kind of similar to Multiverse of Madness with the claymation animation thing. Nice. Hopefully, and there was a rumor going around that there was something about Tom Holland and Miles Morales. So maybe we're going to lead into a weird quasi animated live action world somewhere down the road where they're taking it. But I can't wait. Like, by far my favorite Spider-Man movie, and just probably one of my favorite animation movies in a long, long time.
Oh yeah, that movie's gorgeous. Fantastic.
Yeah, outside of how good the story is, the animation in that movie is freaking brilliant. Like how they animated the different characters at different speeds, different ways to animate.
Yeah.
So that everyone, it's brilliantly done. It's one of the few movies I watch special features often, but I don't put on commentaries too much. That's actually one of the few movies I watched it with the commentary because I wanted to hear everything they had to say, and that movie it's brilliant.
Yeah, noir Spider-Man. He moves in like that weird 20s comic book style. Spider-Ham is more animated, Looney Tunes,
right.
and all
Looney
that.
Tunesy, yeah.
Yeah, like Miles is like every other frame. He runs every other frame until he becomes Spider-Man, and then he starts moving at 24 frames per second, like he should.
Yeah.
So he seems less jittery. Yeah. I wish that's one I really wish I would have seen in theaters, but that was like right when I had my kids, so I just couldn't. So
and it's
now I can see the new one with him because he really likes it, so it'll be fun.
And it's one of the few times I suggest watching animation in 4K because I had the standard Blu-ray and I bought the 4K, and the 4K surprisingly is even more of a jump up.
Nice. Yeah,
and usually I don't get that with animation.
Recently.
And the music is great as well. Them introducing that Sunflower song in there. That was fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great music. Yeah.
All right, Derek, what do we got? Number one.
My number one is my number one because it was supposed to come out last year. And then it didn't. I really wanted to watch it. It's from one of my other favorite filmmakers, one of everybody's favorite filmmakers, Mr. Scorsese. And it is Killer of the Flower Moon. So I like the Killer movies in my top 2, apparently. I didn't do that on purpose. It has DiCaprio in it, Robert De Niro together for the first time in a Scorsese movie. So, you gotta love that. And Jesse Plemons and Mr. Brendan Fraser as well is in this film. It's just an old 1920s Native American crime drama. It just, the plot itself doesn't intrigue me a ton, but just the people behind the camera and in front of it are so good that I know I'm going to love it. And I really wanted it to come out last year because presumably it's good. And Martin Scorsese may have been nominated for it. It would have been the first year ever that him and Spielberg would have been nominated against each other. And I really wanted that to happen. And now I can't. But that is my number one, just because I've been waiting like a literal year and a half for it to come out.
That's awesome.
I was saying, isn't the
Thank you.
budget like ridiculous on it? Like,
I'm sure. Yeah.
Because this is not hating, because I liked Irishman. I thought Irishman was a really good movie. But the budget on that was like insane. And I watched them like, where the hell is this budget? It was all, I guess, in the de-aging, which.
Yeah, the visual effects were a lot of it, I think, on that one.
Yeah, it's just the de-aging didn't do it as much. But I'm wondering where all the budget is going to be for this one. Because I think I read it was something insane.
200 million estimated.
Yeah, that's
So
like what Irishman was.
this one, the budget, because it was set back in the 19 teens. So restoring building sets, I'm sure. It was filmed here in Oklahoma, actually.
Oh, nice.
I actually did an open casting call for it back when my hair was about down to here. So hoping I could get into a Scorsese movie, but no, did not happen. But spoilers, my niece did.
Nice.
I had actual scenes with DiCaprio. Hopefully she does not get cut. But yeah.
That's awesome.
But yeah, no, I'm excited for that one as well. I not my number one, but yes, I'm really excited for that too. But yes, yeah. I really and actually they have a book about it called Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah, it's based
Killers
on
of the Flower Moon, yeah.
So yeah.
All right, David, what we got? First place.
All right, first place for me, no big surprise. It's John Wick 4. I can't say enough how much I want to see this movie. It's going to be awesome when it comes out. Donnie frickin' Yen is my favorite martial arts actor, and to have him in there, and I think, at least the way I'm looking at it, he's looking like he's blind in the movie, and I don't know if that's going to happen, but it looks like he's fighting blind.
Yeah, I picked up on that too during that one scene where they're fighting.
Yeah, because he's always looking off to the side and fighting. Yeah, I'm thinking he's pretending he's just
here.
like his character in Rogue One.
Yeah.
And he's pretending like he's blind, or he's going to be blind in this, and I think it's going to be awesome. So yeah, John Wick 4, that's my number one.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
All right,
the other thing, when they're sitting there talking on the bench too, the way he sits with his cane in the middle between his two legs, that's generally how most blind people are depicted in movies as the way they sit. It's just like a weird posturing. So that was the other thing. It kind of tipped me. They're like, well, they're going to make him the blind swordsman. This is awesome.
Yeah.
A little throwback to Zatoichi.
Well, Zatoichi, yeah.
All right.
Okay, we'll stop with our Asian talk. Sorry.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
All right.
All
Fish.
right. Number one for me. And it's funny because I was just dogging on The Rock, and here it is, Dave Bautista in this movie. Knock at the Cabin is. I really, really, really want to see this movie. I've only seen a little bit of the trailer. I didn't want to spoil too much for myself, but it looks, from what I saw, it looks fantastic. Just really creepy out there, and like. I haven't read a whole lot up on it either. Kind of Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, I'm guessing, kind of story-ish. I'm not sure, like I said, but from what I saw, this looks amazing. It looks great. So this is my most anticipated movie of the year, Knock at the Cabin.
So it's a Shyamalan movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are aware it's a Shyamalan movie, right?
Yeah. Hopefully,
That's what gets me excited.
for me, it's crazy for me. It's either I love his movies or I really just don't. And for me,
Yeah,
I'm hoping this is one that I really love, because it looks great trailer wise. So
It has some good
Yeah,
actors in it too, which is nice.
I'm so
It's,
glad you mentioned this one because I was going to mention it in honorable mentions if nobody mentioned it. I love Shyamalan movies, so yes.
Yeah, so
Shyamalan Ding Dong movies.
it's based on one annoying thing, but this is the studio. It's based on a Paul Tremblay book, and none of the marketing is telling you, and it's making sure it's plastering an M. Night Shyamalan movie, and it's like, but dude, you're adapting a book. Like it's not all you, but got to get the M. Night Shyamalan name out there and not.
Oh yeah, no, it's all about the name. Sixth Sense. They gotta, yeah.
It's one
All
of
right,
those marketing things that annoys me. All right,
Tim.
so I would have even had Ghostbusters on here. The new Ghostbusters is set for 2023. I don't think it's going to happen. It's not starting to even shoot until spring. I don't think it's making 2023. So it's Evil Dead. Shocker.
Well,
I know you guys.
You had us in the first half, Tim.
You guys weren't expecting Evil Dead, I know, but we already covered the stuff. But I have full faith in this. Talking with someone else, apparently there's going to be multiple versions of the Necronomicon in the movie. That's cool to me. Like we've already seen different. Each movie, the book looks kind of different. I'm into do some different stuff with it. I love Evil Dead. I love to see Deadites tricking people and killing people, and that's what I want, and that's what I think I'll get. Yeah, bring it. Hell, we got a cool chainsaw shot. That put a smile on my face in the trailer.
Oh yeah,
So,
the trailer was great.
So this is a sequel to the Evil Dead remake. No,
it's its own thing. I don't know if it's discounting that, but I don't think it's. I think of it more as like a reboot, I guess.
Because I haven't seen anything since Evil Dead 2, and I just watched that like 2 years ago at a double feature, first and second at a drive-through or drive-in, not a drive-through, a drive-in. But yeah, I haven't seen Army of Darkness or Ash vs. Evil Dead or anything else. So
the Evil Dead franchise is a jumbled mess of they're all just great in their own way. It's not like this big continuing story that it's a mess. The TV show ignores Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness follows immediately after Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead 2 is a quasi sort of remake of one.
Remake of the first one, yeah.
It's a jumbled mess of a franchise, but I love it so much. So bring it up.
All right. So my number
was
one.
Anybody surprised that Tim picked Evil
No,
Dead?
not surprised at all. No.
I almost didn't have it on my list, but I was like,
trying
I
to
didn't
throw
do
us
anything else
off.
I want on there.
All right. So my number one, first place pick is definitely going to be a knockout at the theaters for sure. And that's going to be Creed 3, of course. I love the Rocky franchise. To me, it's my most watched movies of all time. I watch the whole Rocky franchise, including the Creed movies, like 3 times a year. I go through that franchise. That's how much I love that franchise. And I really like Creed 2. I love Creed 2. It's probably, I think it's my 3rd favorite out of all the Rocky movies. So Creed 2 was really great. And so Creed 3, you got Jonathan Majors in here now, which looks like an awesome like villain boxer character. He looks like a beast. He is so jacked up for this movie. Like I'm afraid for like Michael B. Jordan to fight him here because I'm like, he looks so strong. But it's going to be epic. I want to see, you know, how it's directed with Michael B. Jordan now being the director for this one. I'm rooting for it to work out because if it doesn't work out, that's going to be really bad. But hopefully it's pretty solid. So he gets that directing under his belt as well. But the story looks really good. It looks very dramatic and deep, like they have some kind of connection to the past. So I really want to see what that's all about. So it just looks like it's going to be another great Creed movie. I mean, Creed 1, Creed 2, both great. I love all the Rocky movies. I mean, you can't miss stuff. So hopefully it just keeps the momentum going. But yeah, Creed 3, by far, my favorite. Favorite pick, mostly anticipated for sure.
What would you say if I said I didn't see Creed 2? I saw the first Creed, but I didn't see Creed 2.
I love Creed 2.
I haven't seen either of them.
Drago's kid. Oh, it's so good. That movie just was so emotional.
What would you say if I haven't seen anything past 5?
Oh my gosh, Rocky Balboa is so good too. I love it.
I've got the collection over here.
Yeah,
it's in waiting. Yeah.
Rocky Balboa is so good. Rocky Balboa is one of the best Rocky movies, and
Balboa's good.
Movies are so good.
So, what would you also say to? I only live 2 hours from Philly. I've never seen nor ran up the steps.
Oh my goodness! You haven't gotten a picture with the statue. You got to get a picture with the Rocky statue. You got to run up the steps and record it. You got to do all of that.
He's like, I was born here. What am I, a tourist?
Well, that old thing. I don't care about that.
But yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I hope it's good. It just got to be good. As long as it's Rocky 5 good, I'm happy because I actually like Rocky 5. So I didn't love it, but I liked it. But yeah, there we go. All right, let's look at these comments and then we'll definitely get into some honorable mentions here. All right, got Dimension Scott in the house. Hey guys, my number 1 is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. There you go. Yeah,
great number 1.
Great. We got Kenny Clips in here. Mine is definitely Oppenheimer. It would be the first Nolan movie I see in theaters, and he is my favorite director. Yes. We got Michael saying De Niro introduced DiCaprio to Scorsese after filming a scene in This Boy's Life, 1993. De Niro drove Leo to Marty's house one day. Oh, that's awesome.
Have either of you ever seen This Boy's Life? I've
no,
seen
I have not. I mean, I remember it coming out back in the day, but yeah, I never saw it.
Weird.
It's a good movie.
Yeah,
De Niro is a complete a-hole, and DiCaprio's the kid, and it's a rough movie, but it was really well done.
So Diane Keaton in that too?
There is a very famous actress as the wife. I forget. It may be Diane Keaton.
Oh, Diane Keaton's in another movie with him around that.
Marvin's Room. Wait. Hold on. Never mind. Sorry. I'm all over the place right now.
Alan Barkin is in This Boy's Life.
Who is that?
Alan Barkin.
Ellen Barkin. Oh, Ellen Barkin. Yeah. Sorry.
All right. Spicy 4K Action says, great picks, but everybody needs to watch the trailer for 65 after the stream. Sam Raimi, dinosaur flick. I'm in. Oh, okay, so that's the dinosaur movie.
Yeah, it's Adam Driver.
Why don't people start with that? I'm like 65. What is this? What are these numbers? I don't understand. But okay, it's the dinosaur movie. I got you.
Yeah, it did look pretty cool.
65 million years ago.
Okay, well, that makes more sense. But when I think 65, I'm like thinking of that Jim Carrey movie that had the numbers. What were the numbers in that?
23.
There we go. Yeah, I started thinking along those lines. I don't think dinosaurs. So. Okay, but makes more sense.
Like 65. What is this? Senior discount movie? What's going on?
Denny's Menu.
Early bird special.
Yep.
All right, honorable mentions time. So anything that wasn't brought up here, we'll just kind of go through everybody to mention these quickly. Ryan, we got any honorable mentions?
Oh yeah. So Evil Dead Rise and Killers of the Flower Moon, we already talked about them. Of course, Guardians and Ant-Man Quantumania. That's gonna be good. And the Marvels. I totally forgot the Marvels are coming out this year. So that'll be interesting. I have a feeling it's gonna end up being like the Eternals. So that's probably my least excited one. But Super Mario Brothers. I'm excited for it.
I want to see Mario.
Yeah. My kid's definitely going to love it. I know
he's watching the old one upstairs actually right now. When I came down here, they were watching the original, the old 1993 one. I was like, "You need to see this," and he was like, so confused.
I am excited for 65 just because it's Adam Driver. He's probably one of my top 3 acting workers right now.
He's a great.
But a movie I don't think anybody's talked about. I don't even think anybody talked about it on the last stream. Wonka. With Timmy Chalamet.
See, I don't know. I hold the original in such it's in my heart, it's in my soul, you know. Yeah. I don't know. I love Johnny Depp, and I couldn't even stomach that one.
That was pretty horrible.
Yeah, he looks the part. I will say he definitely looks the part from the screenshots that I've seen.
He does look good.
So I'm hoping it's really good. But I mean, we'll see once it gets closer to the movie because they really haven't done a whole lot of promotion material and stuff for it yet.
Who made that one?
And that's all I got.
Who directed Wonka? I can't remember because I thought about putting it on here, but I'm like, I only care because I like the old one so much.
Paul King.
Okay, so no one I'm jumping over.
So he is known for Paddington and Paddington 2 and the Mighty Boosh.
Nothing wrong with that.
That movie is going to be amazing then. Paddington 2, that's all you got to say. Amazing movie. I love Paddington 2.
That's funny. I'd never seen any of the Paddingtons, and when I watched Unbearable Weight of Mass and Talent,
I'm telling you, you don't think they're going to be good. They're like Paddington 2 is amazing, like literally an amazing movie. First
they're
one's
both
pretty
like
good.
100% on Rotten Tomatoes. They're like the 2 highest rated movies on Rotten Tomatoes or something like that. Like how? Why?
I'm telling you, they're so good, especially Paddington 2. It's so good. You'll be shocked how good it is. All right, Derek, what do we got for honorables?
Let's see. I had Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse on there just because I really liked the first one. I didn't love it the first time I saw it, but then I watched it over and over again because my kid was into it, and then I fell in love with it. And now I'm excited because I can see the new one with him. So anything I can see with him in theaters is great because I get to see like 2 movies a year. Number 7, even though I'm in a deep lawsuit with the producers over the stolen title from one of my movies that I made 10 years ago, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which is clearly ripping off my Keith Ramley and the Orb of Destiny film my friends and I made. It could be good, could be god-awful. It'll be okay.
I'm actually shocked it took us till now to mention Indiana Jones, but
because the 4th one exists. That's why.
I was gonna say after Crystal Skull, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's one of my honorable mentions too, but
this is James.
I don't hate the 4th one. It's just not great.
I feel like it might be solid.
It looks good so far. I mean, I can't.
I didn't even watch the trailer. I haven't done that yet either.
Just wait till it comes out and watch it. I had Oppenheimer on there, Dune 2, just because I'm curious to see where it goes. And the other interesting one I have that I forgot existed until I researched it was a movie called Poor Things, which is a Yorgos Lanthimos movie who made The Lobster and The Favorite. And
Emma Stone's in it, right?
Emma Stone's in it. It's like a Frankenstein movie or some kind of. It's got Emma Stone. Who else is in it here? I wrote it down so I won't remember. Willem Dafoe, Mark Ruffalo, and Emma Stone, and it's Yorgos Lanthimos. So it'll at very least be really well made and interesting.
Right. Well, I love The Favorite. Favorite's one of my favorites. I really enjoyed that movie.
Look into it.
I love Killing of a Sacred Deer. That movie is so offbeat and weird. I love that one.
Yeah, and that's the one I didn't like as much, but I love The Lobster. So, it's kind of one or the other.
Yeah, I heard I need to check out Killing of a Sacred Deer.
It's interesting.
It's
good. It's some of the most wooden acting ever, but it's purposely like that. Like it's weird. It's a weird movie.
Yeah. Yorgos is just a very weird director, and he makes his movies with a very specific intent. Every one he does. So
I really enjoyed The Favorite. I guess that's the only one I've seen, but I really enjoyed that, and all three performances by all three women were fantastic.
He got Emma Stone to like go topless in a movie. I mean, so he's doing something right.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's art.
You have to see
It's art.
Sacred Deer. It's very interesting.
It is.
And The Lobster, I think The Lobster was hilarious when I saw it.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting dark comedy. And they both have Colin Farrell, so that's cool.
All right, David, what do we got for honorables?
All right. So, I mean, most of the ones that you guys had, I have Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I have 65, Shazam! Fury of the Gods, 65. One of the ones that you guys haven't mentioned, this is one that I'm more dreading than anticipating, but I'm still going to throw my money at it, and that is The Exorcist.
Oh, yeah.
When it comes out. Yeah. But yeah, The Exorcist, that's my favorite horror movie of all time, and I know they're going to butcher it, but I still want to see it. But yeah, I'm dreading that it's just going to suck. So that's one. And then The Nun 2 is another one that I'm kind of interested in, that I hope they do a better job than the first one. I'd like to see James Wan get involved in that one. I don't think he is. I think he's just producing. But I am looking forward to The Nun 2, and hopefully they can kind of redeem themselves for that first one. That's it for me.
All right, Fish, what do we got?
Oh, yeah, no, everybody's already talked about everything that I had on my honorable mentions. Spider-Verse, Indy, Oppenheimer, Mario Brothers. Of course, I grew up with the Mario Brothers Nintendo game, the cartoon, also the was it Mario and Luigi's Power Hour or whatever?
Yeah.
Back in the day with Captain Lou.
Oh God, yes. I forgot about that. Yes.
But yeah, so I'm excited for Mario Brothers. I really enjoyed that. I don't know why people aren't going crazy that they didn't actually hire an Italian actor to do the voice of Mario. I'm upset about that myself. Are you kidding me?
I'm more angry that it's Chris Pratt for some reason.
But no, they bring Bob Hoskins back.
The animation looks fantastic. I'm just excited about that one too. But yeah, honorable mention for me. Yeah.
Why didn't they hire a real mushroom dude for Toad? I mean, come on.
Come on now. I mean, did they get a real princess? Come on now. I'm not going to be satisfied.
Chris Pratt.
Meghan Markle was busy.
Chris Pratt actually does sound good for it, but God, he has to be one of the most uninspired choices. He got cast, and it's like, of course it's Chris Pratt. I mean, why wouldn't it be?
Right.
I like him in the Lego movie a lot because it's like, something that just fits that character so well. But
I was going to say, that character, yes, he's like, I don't know. Sometimes he feels like he's like that every guy kind of, but especially Andy from, oh my gosh, what's that? Parks and Rec,
Yeah.
Before he became new Chris Pratt.
Yeah. Before you became Chris Pratt. Yeah.
Chris Pratt. God damn it.
The best part about that, not to sidetrack, but when he was Fat Andy, and then they came back and he was ripped from Moneyball, and they did not say one word about it, but they something different about Andy? Oh, it's just Andy.
He's like, I stopped drinking beer for a week. I think that's what he says in the show.
Yeah. Oh, really? I just cut beer out.
Stop drinking beer for a week or something, or a month maybe.
Was it Moneyball or?
I think it was Moneyball, but everyone thinks it's
Moneyball.
Well, he did Zero Dark 30 at the same time too, and he got in shape for, I think, Moneyball and Zero Dark 30.
Yeah, he was thinner in Moneyball. Yeah. Yeah, just didn't drink beer for a week.
All right.
It works. I've done it in my 20s.
All right, Tim, what do we got for honorables?
So my entire list, every single thing has been mentioned at one point or another, except for The Covenant, which comes out in April. That is a new Guy Ritchie movie. It has Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, nice.
Guy Ritchie, Jake Gyllenhaal, I'm in. And the other one, I actually enjoyed the first one, but Meg 2. And it's directed by Ben Wheatley. So that's a quality director. and I enjoyed Meg. So I think that should be. I mean, it's a gigantic shark killing people. I'm good with
Right.
that.
What more do you want?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a great monster movie. I love them. They're just good fun.
Oh,
I'm
Operation
not looking for Academy Award winning performances in these. I'm looking for entertainment. Yeah, absolutely.
Looking for big sharks to do stupid things and eat people. That's all I want.
Right. To do shark things.
Right.
Well, it's crazy that Ben Wheatley does a lot of like smaller scale movies. So I'm curious to see how he does, a big blockbuster thing like Meg, because he did Free Fire. I loved Free Fire.
Oh, I really enjoyed Free Fire. Yeah.
Yeah. But like he does like smaller scale stuff. So now he's going to be doing a gigantic shark blockbuster.
Tim, I'm
Whereas
glad
Marvel
you
didn't
said
pick them
that.
up first. That's what they do usually. Like, oh, you made a moderately successful independent movie. Let us control your direction. Up to you.
Yeah, Tim, I totally forgot about Operation Fortune. Yeah. Yeah, Jason Statham, Aubrey Plaza, Carrie Ellis, Hugh Grant,
Love it.
Josh Hartnett.
Josh Hartnett's in movies again this year. It's good for him.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
There's
awesome.
a couple things we've talked about. Fell off the face of the earth for like a decade, and then he was back.
Last thing I saw him in was Hollywood Homicide.
God, bro.
Oh, geez. That's like, 05,
Lucky
06?
number 11 or whatever. Yeah, like the mid 2000s pretty much was like the last time he was really in a decent amount of stuff, like Sin City and stuff.
Okay,
I
Sin
love-
City.
he-
That
he
came
was
out later. Yeah, yeah.
advertised- He was advertised pretty big in Sin City, and he's in literally the opening minute or two and the closing minute or two. He's in nothing else of the movie.
Yeah. Lucky
I remember
number
before it came
11.
out, the preview of the movie was the opening scene with him. Like that's one of the little stories or whatever.
Yeah.
like,
Lucky
this
number
looks
11 and then 30 Days of Night.
30 Days of Night
30
was
Days
2000.
was a little bit later.
Okay. No, I did love 30 Days of Night.
It's a
Vampires.
good movie.
Yeah.
All right, so I got a few here that I don't think were mentioned yet. So Saw X, right? I don't think anybody mentioned Saw X, Saw 10.
No.
So I got to mention that just because the first movie is so great and the first three movies so good. Yeah, it loses its way in there. But hey, it's a new Saw movie. I'm going to see it for sure. Now, what's promising about this one, apparently they are bringing more back Jigsaw. So I think it's a prequel in here, and I think it takes place in between. I don't know if it's between the first and second movie, something like that. What I last heard. So to me, that's promising. If you can get more of that, the name slipping my mind right now, but the Jigsaw actor, he's really good. The main villain. Yeah, if we can get more of him into a Saw movie, that should hopefully make the Saw movie a little bit better. So I'm excited for that one. I will definitely check it out. This weekend, House Party comes out. Now, I don't know too much about this movie, but it looks like it could be just a dumb, fun comedy. And we don't get a lot of comedies anymore. So I'm just hoping to go to it to get a few laughs. I'll check it out. I'll react to it. So we'll see what happens with it.
I saw that
And
poster.
then-
I was like, what? I didn't know that was even a thing.
Yeah, it kind of came out of nowhere, but I'm like, hey, you know what? I'll take a comedy.
So many
We need a
trailers
good-
for that thing.
Yeah, the trailers didn't really win me over, but I'm like, it's a comedy. Maybe it gets better during the movie. And if it can be a raunchy comedy, we haven't got one of those in a while. So I'll kind of test it. We'll see what happens. And then I don't think this is correct, but it was on IMDb. You guys let me know if this is legit, because I don't think it is. Is Gremlins 3 coming out? Or is just somebody putting that on IMDb?
I saw it on there, but I haven't heard
I
anything
went to
about
the
it otherwise,
IMDb list and I'm like, Gremlins 3? I don't think that's coming out, but
No,
it's listed there.
It's not even. I didn't even think they've committed to a screenplay yet. Never mind starting production. No, that is not a 20. There's no way that's a 2023.
Okay.
Right. Now you hear rumors about all kinds of things. Beetlejuice 2, Goonies 2.
Yeah. Well, it threw me off because I'm like, it's on IMDb, and I'm like, okay, all the other movies that were on there were coming out, and then I scroll to the bottom, like, Gremlins 3? That doesn't sound right, but let me check with everybody.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
Is
I saw
there
that too.
supposed to be one in the future, though, or have they said anything about it?
I don't think it's like 100% confirmed. It's one of those like it's still maybe happening.
It's
But
in
I think
development.
with
Right.
For 2023 dates, I think at this point, unless it's a smaller indie or comedy, anything like bigger blockbustery, it has to be pretty much ready to start filming.
They set their date, right? Yeah.
So that's why I'm not even sure on Ghostbusters. They have December 20th set on Ghostbusters. There's no way if it starts filming in the spring, they're going to have that movie ready for December 20th.
I'm still holding on hope for it though, and I'm sure they want to make that that holiday week because that could be a big boost in box office for them. So they might pull it off.
Gremlins thing come about after Ghostbusters Afterlife? Didn't they say, "Oh, we have the screenplay that's been floating around for Gremlins 3," and the nostalgia from Afterlife kind of threw it out there? I thought that's where it may have came from.
Yeah,
maybe. It'd make more sense if they release it next Christmas because that would be like the 40th anniversary of the first one too.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be
awesome. They'll probably end up doing that if they haven't started making it yet, really.
I'm so down for that movie if they do make a Gremlins 3. I'm so ready for that. All right.
Huck's got the scoop on that.
Ooh, yeah.
I saw that too. Yeah.
The scoop. Okay. Oh, wait, that's not it. Is that it?
Yeah, that one's it.
Oh, okay. I met Tober Hooper at a Comic-Con, and he said Gremlins 3 was going to be an animated series. Perhaps Netflix or somewhere like that. Never mind. Don't care about it now. First, it was like animated, so already decreased it for me, and then Netflix just no.
All of a sudden, Mike goes,
"Yeah, no, I don't want any of that. Definitely not." Yeah. Now I'm sad. All right.
Dreams shattered.
Spicy 4K Action says, always excited for a new shark movie. I mean, they're fun. Fun shark movies. Yeah. Why not? We always get new shark movies, of course.
I love shark movies. People always dog on Jaws 3, 3D, but I enjoyed that one. Dennis Quaid, Thompson.
Wave says Spider-Verse, Oppenheimer, Dune Part 2, Infinity Pool, Maxine. Those are what I'm looking forward to right now. Yeah, Infinity Pool sounded interesting.
Pool looks really cool. I saw the trailer for it.
Yeah.
That's a horror movie it's by Cronenberg, right?
Brandon Cronenberg, yeah. Mm-hmm. I still need to see his other one that he did.
And it's got Skarsgård and Mia Goth, and Mia Goth is just so
right now. I just saw the trailer for that today. Okay, yes. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm excited about that because anything with Alexander Skarsgård, I'm in.
But, and I totally forgot about Maxine. I can't believe nobody brought that up. I don't know how it slipped by my mind either, but I'm excited for that.
I didn't see Pearl.
I haven't seen it.
Is that the X-Pearl universe one?
Yes. X was so good. I love X. X was so good.
X is great. I just bought Pearl like 2 weeks ago. Haven't watched it yet, but yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think of Pearl because I did not like Pearl, but I love that.
I think expectations killed me again. Like X, I saw it on Blu-ray, so all I heard was X is amazing. X is fantastic. I watched the movie on Blu-ray. I'm like, it's fine.
It's elevated horror. You weren't snobbish enough for it, Tim.
But like that's it. I heard all the hype on Barbarian, and then I watched Barbarian, and I'm like,
loved it.
It's awful.
And you loved it.
I remember Tim. I love your take on that movie.
You're gonna go into
stupid people doing stupid things. I'm like, oh my god, yes, you're so right, but it's so good.
See, that's how I feel with people going into Megan now. Like, I feel that's going to be the same way because people love Megan, but I feel like, nope, it's way overhyped now.
People are just happy to see things. I don't care what it is.
Crazy as I really enjoyed Barbarian. I did, but
I love Barbarian. I thought Barbarian.
Right there with Tim, in my mind, I was like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why? No, stop. Don't. No. Okay, well, let's see what happens. All right, keep going.
You've made your choice. Let's see what happens.
Grant Atkins says, I'm excited for Wish, Haunted Mansion with Jamie Lee Curtis, Elemental, and yes, every Disney film. Wish.
Elemental, yes.
Elemental looks interesting.
I'm really excited about that one too. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, Elemental, that's the new Pixar one, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a new Haunted Mansion.
Yes, there is a new Haunted Mansion. Yep.
Are they doing something with the no, Elemental. It reminded me of Inside Out. Never
Inside
mind.
Out, yeah, that's why I'm excited to watch it. It gave me that feel, and I really loved Inside Out.
Yeah, Inside Out's really good.
Amazing Anna says, "Hey everyone, just woke up from a nap. Laugh out loud. Had a long week back from work." Yeah. Huck says, "I met." Oh yeah, we went over that. Michael says, "Wow, when did you meet Tobin Bell?" Oh, Tobe Hooper. I misread. All right. Well, I'll give everybody a chance to kind of close out here. Say anything they would like to the audience, promote anything they got going on with their channel. So, Movies with Ryan, take it away.
I'm so tired.
I know.
Yeah,
we got to get to.
Yeah, I mean, I've been up for like 18 hours now or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, so Ryan, Movies with Ryan, had a video come out Wednesday, and I started a new series that came out today. It will be every Friday, called What the Boutique. I don't even know what my own series is called, where I take a boutique off my shelf and we dive into it a little bit more. It's short form. I'm trying to keep it like under 7 minutes, trying to do little shorter videos. And what I'm most excited for, next Thursday, 8:30 p.m., 4K D-Ray's channel Triple Threat Battle. You got me, got Big Chris from Floyd House Flicks, and the Bin Buster going to battle. The battles are back. We're going to bring it big.
All
That's
right.
it.
Battles are great.
Battles are a lot of fun.
My turn. Yeah. Well, thanks for having me again, Mike, first of all. Before I forget to say it, because I always feel like I do. I will be continuing award season guff on my channel. I did all the Guild Award nominations that came out this week. This Sunday is the Critics' Choice Award, so expect me being mad at that to some capacity. Depending on who wins or loses. What am I gonna say? Oh yeah, the 24th is Oscar nomination morning. So that morning, if you're up really early at like 6 or 7 in the morning for some whatever reason, and you're not at work, catch me watching the Oscar nominations live on the 24th at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, my time. And then 2 Thursdays from now, on the 26th, I will be hosting my next Best Picture nominee tournament. So I'll be doing the Best Picture nominees from 2000 to 2009 on my channel with a slew of guests, including Mr. Fish here is on there, and a few other people we're setting up. But yeah, that'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Thursday, the 26th. And that's all I have set up so far. So thanks again.
Don't feel bad. I forgot to tell Mike thank you for being on the channel as well.
I always do so
No
after.
worries.
Damn
Thank you guys for being on the channel. I appreciate it. David, what do we got going on?
Well, first, I'd like to say thank you for having me on the channel. So I don't forget. Please subscribe to all these guys. They are awesome. Their channels are awesome. Instagram's awesome. So definitely check all these guys out. For me, the 4K Lowdown, we just started a new series called By the Numbers, where we're taking current releases and we're reviewing them using the Lowdown scoring system. So Turner Fan and I are doing, on Monday, we're doing Devotion, The Menu, Sick, and I think we're going to go retro a little bit, and we're going to do Halloween Ends and kind of bitch about that, I think. But and then coming up on the 19th, which no one is going to watch now, is the 2022 Load, starting a half an hour after the Triple Threat Battle on 4K D-Ray's channel, and where we're taking our nominations for Best Physical Media and Streaming Movies from 2022. It's going to be myself, Turner Fan 77, and then Alex and Nate from Geeks and Flicks. And probably nobody in the chat, but the votes are coming from the chat on who wins each award. So hopefully, at some point, maybe you guys want to just stop on over after you see Ryan kick everybody's ass.
I'll try to win it under a half hour.
He can swap over.
Yeah, I'll try to win it under a half hour just for you.
Appreciate it.
I guess the good thing though is the battle typically doesn't take much more than an hour.
Yeah, usually
for the most part.
Usually, yeah.
So just try to fluff out the start.
I'll save all the big categories for that. I'll just do the minor ones and then wait for the
slow.
All right, Fish, what do we got going on?
Hey guys, Mike, thank you very much for having me once again. Always have a great time on your streams. Once again, like it said, subscribe to everyone. They're fantastic, great content all over the place on YouTube. Love, enjoy watching everything you guys do. Fish the Film Collector, not a whole lot for me personally on the channel, but hopefully in the future I will have some stuff coming. But I do have an opportunity to be on Derek's channel, Convicted Cinephile. 2 weeks, almost a little less than 2 weeks. What, 13 days? 2 weeks from like yesterday. Anyway, yeah. Anyways, but yes, talking about Oscar Best Picture nominees. I'm excited about this one as well. I've actually seen a lot more of these nominees, and I had to clarify because I actually went 1 year too many on the last one. So I've got one up on the 80s though. So
exactly.
But yes, I'll be on Derek's channel doing the Best Picture nominees tournament style again. So I'm excited about that.
All right, Tim.
Well, same things everyone else. Thanks for having me on. I love streams.
Streams.
I don't really know what I have upcoming worth mentioning. I'm kind of just throwing random stuff at the wall for the channel. I want to do more stuff of things I love. I want to do something on posters, more things on statues. Of course, the same movie stuff. I'm trying to fiddle around with shorts more too. I kind of like shorts some, so I put one up today that was just kind of fun to do. So I don't know. I'm just winging it. Yay, movies.
Yay, movies.
All right. It's tough to follow that up. Absolutely. All right. So Mega Mike the Movie Man here. Once again, thank you to my panel members for joining in on the stream, especially David. I know joined at the last minute. He did come on the stream as the mystery guest, so that was a lot of fun. But yeah, thank you to all the panel members. You guys all had great ranking lists, so that was a lot of fun seeing everybody's choices, getting some recommendations out there that not everybody's heard of. So you guys had some good deep dives, so that was a lot of fun. Audience members were fantastic again, giving those great comments, liking the video, all that fun stuff. So thank you all for making it very interactive and a really fun Friday the 13th on the channel. Now for my channel upcoming, I am going to be trying to put another couple live streams together. I'm going to try to gather the groups in the next couple days, so I'll let you all know what those turn out to be once I got that all figured out. And then I will be doing an unboxing review of Groundhog Day Steelbook because that finally came in from Amazon like a week later. So finally got it though. Gonna watch it, gonna review it. So that'll be great. Some more Amazon deal videos coming out for you all, and then a whole bunch of other videos. So yeah, look forward to a whole bunch of physical media content on the channel, and of course all the streaming movie goodness because we love streams up here, right?
Yeah, don't schedule anything next Thursday. I think it's a little busy.
Streams.
Yes. So thank you all for loving the streams out there. Have a great night. Happy Friday the 13th. Go watch some movies. Some of you,
everybody,
watching Friday the 13th tonight. Yeah, absolutely.
Part 5. It's the best one.
Part 5.